Alright everybody, welcome back to another stream here on Twitch and YouTube. Let's assume everything is working because everything was very broken before the stream. Literally Windows reset all the audio settings, OBS died and had to be reset, all the computer had to be you know what? You don't want to hear about it. Anyway, we got Lord Vader and POA and Longhorn and Archangel and Stone and Carlos Veta, welcome in, being the first person here. The cat is leaving now. No, bye cat. I'm gonna have to get up and let him out. Let's see. We also got Beast in the chat. Phoenix, welcome in. Thank you for 11 months. Poke, welcome back as well for 19 months. And Epic Hater, hello there. Do azalea trees spawn beehives? I don't know. Maybe. Probably. Go look at the acacia biome. See if there's one there. Or check the Minecraft wiki. It's a niche question. Let's see. We also got Nameless. Hello there. Dog as well. Rascal. And a couple of this cat. Are you going to get back up here? Don't step on the Legos. Don't do it. Okay, I gotta let the cat out. Well, I guess we're not starting for another second. Bro was chilling and snoozing and cruising and just having a good old time. And then, you know, he just decides to leave. How rude. Anyway, all I gotta say is technical issues. That's not nearly as fun to rant about, though. Yeah, I don't know why Windows is so bad, but, like, you would think after 30 years, they would figure out how to not reset your audio settings. With every update. Is this even going to do a Bedrock edition? There we go. Okay, cool. That part's working. But yeah, like how, like, for real. So inside of my, like, inside of OBS, I have like 4 different sound inputs. I got the desktop sounds, the Discord sounds, the microphone, and the music. All 4 of those got reset on both profiles. So the streaming profile and the recording profiles. And they're separate, so you got to fix them both. At this point, I've learned to just name the source, what it should have as well. It's like it's desktop, and then it's an input, and it's stream mix, and that's what it's got to be. That's the thing, because I've had to reset it so many times. I don't have to look at my notes or anything. It's just right there. I just know what to set it to, because there's like 20 different. Anyway, and then somehow inside of the Stream Deck settings, way down deep in the automations that I have set up, it also reset the things that I have set up, because I have it set up to change the output audio mix for Google Chrome to be the music slider instead of the desktop. That way I don't get the copyright strikes on the second channel or the YouTube. That way we gotta have the music on the streams. You don't care. I can hear you dozing off right now. Well, guess what? That's the rest of the stream, so you better get used to it. Why am I walking backwards? Why can I not? Excuse me? My controls just don't work. Okay, this is great. I was just trying to turn on my zoomy zooms. Something bad happened. My FOV changer crashed. Of course it did, bro. It doesn't matter what browser you use, because it's always going to be broken anyway, because Google, because it's the Windows, it's the Microslop. Bro, I swear, they've been vibe coding for like 20 years. Okay, there we go. Anyway, so this is the new gold farm, yada yada. It's a gold farm. It gets like 48,000 items an hour, though. I should have a tutorial out for this week. I do want to make some modifications to it, because I want to be able to turn this off when the farm is not running. That way you don't hear this stupid guy getting hit by this stupid guy every time things happen. Now, I don't know if blocking his line of sight would actually, like, break him. I think he's still gonna, like, look at him and still gonna be aggroed on him. But maybe if we log out, that'll do it. So we're gonna work on this a little bit tonight. We're also gonna work on an updated Silverfish experience farm, because I saw a comment that made me go, and I want to try it out. And then we're also mainly gonna be working on a wolf farm. This guy still cares about that guy. The main concern I would have with changing this is that maybe he would lock on to another pigman in the area. But you know, you can't hear this from very far away. Like over here, you can't hear it. It's like a 16 block range, so that's fine. How to make backup them to scheduler and task scheduler? Yeah, so it's complicated. My OBS is so complicated. I have so many plugins. I got Atrium Multi-Stream, I got Atrium Vertical, I got like yada yada, I got doc sets, I got blah 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 blah. It's just, and somehow it's always broken, man. I don't know, man. But maybe that would be helpful. I don't know. That could be helpful. That could be decent. More automation would be good. Anyway, so this is, yeah, I'm not trying to get all into the rants immediately at the start of the stream, but you guys know me, we're kind of going to rant a little bit at the start of the stream. Am I losing everything but just the settings? It's so like whenever I try to switch scenes, it's like some of your plugins aren't releasing some of their daily bobs, and then that causes a crash, and then that's also deleting my custom browser sources, which gets rid of my stream chat and my redemption, so I gotta go back and re-add all those things. I gotta resave the doc set, so it's like, yeah, it's annoying. And then, I also have an issue where if I close OBS while Atrium Vertical has the replay buffer running, then it crashes, which is great. Anyway, we'll mess with that a little bit. And then, this is the LA Experience Farm that I just released, like, 2 days ago? Was it 4 days? It might have been 3 weeks ago, for all I know. Time is an illusion. This is great. Love it. However, I kind of want to try this with trapdoors because someone said you could do it with trapdoors, and now I need to know if you can do it with trapdoors. So we're going to try it with trapdoors because apparently that can be more reliable. And apparently, allegedly, according to a mysterious commentator on the internet, apparently that prevents them from glitching out. Allegedly, in their opinion, not my opinion, theirs, we can get rid of all of this. And then how are we gonna do? Interesting. Okay, this is gonna be curious. Let's go ahead and do a kill at E real quick. We're just gonna do a radius of 5 on that. Boop, bye-bye. And then we're gonna switch this to be an entity. So it's just entities. And now I believe we can load that in. And they'll still be tied up. Okay, great. Great. So that means I can work on this without destroying it. So originally I was going to have that dispenser for the water on the backside, but I had like a redstone line running up the top. And then I realized, oh, bro, we can just like waterlog the campfire. And that'll work. That'll work fine. Now, the issue of using trapdoors on this is that if you flick it, catastrophe, mayhem, death, destruction, and carnage. Carnage was the word I was looking for originally, but I didn't find it until a little bit later on. Switching to Linux. Ugh. Yucky. That requires me to like know and learn. I don't think I can do that. I'm gonna be real with you. Use trapdoors with armadillo. Yeah, everyone wants to know if you can use armadillos, but armadillos do not regenerate health as fast as right, as fast as allays do. So you probably shouldn't. I wouldn't recommend. Also, allays are not difficult to find. Like, just go to a pillager outpost. Everybody always complains about allays, but it's like, I don't know, man. I feel like it's a skill issue, to be real. Where can I actually put this? Because I can't put a button right here, otherwise that'll do that. You know what we can do? We can put this on the top. Am I gonna release like 2 of these builds within the same week? I don't think so. Not today. That's not low enough. Oh, that one's got the water in it. Yeah, so we can have that on the top. Okay, that means I can have that right there, and that right there. And now I can have this right here. That'll stop the water. We can have a block up here, because why not? And then we just need a trapdoor on the back of this bad boy right here to stop that from being open. And then they shouldn't be able to glitch through this front. But you know what? They probably are going to. So let's just do that. Yeah. I mean, Windows isn't great, but it's all I know. And I'm not about to be like full wipe my entire build and like reset everything. Because I have so many apps. It takes like a full week to do a Windows reinstall. And then learning how to do everything on Linux. It's just be like, it's not worth it. I'd rather just suffer. I'd rather just suffer and die on Windows. So that's still going to do that. But I feel like that's fine. I think that's not really that big of a deal. That shouldn't really matter, right? And then everything else about this is like fine, right? I mean, you can even have it just like that. I don't like using a stone button on that though. Also, I realize if you use a wooden button, it just burns down. So what's the alternative? Well, the alternative is to search for butt and then look for the polished blackstone button. So we just do that. There we go. This is perfect. No issues, no notes. We're gonna put a button on top of there though. And allegedly this will work. Is this a smaller build? It's the same footprint, but it looks smaller. Load in those guys. They're all taking lay damage. And now's the fun part. We need to get this ready. Kill E type equals silverfish. Goodbye. Don't need a radius on that one. Yeah. So it didn't really work, did it? Fun fact, cannot open my commands. Too laggy to open commands. We're just gonna go over here real quick. We're just gonna go over here, and then they all despawn as soon as they spawn. Yeah. I mean, maybe there's another way to do it. Maybe if we put the allays in there ourselves, it wouldn't be so bad. But like, I feel like with 50 allays, you're just kind of always gonna have some leakage happening. I feel like leakage is also the worst possible term I could use for this. Also, this is so nice how it just fills up the entire chat with this. It's great. Science was conducted, yes. Science was conducted. We're gonna put some blocks here and here because they mostly leak out right here. There's like so many of them. I think it's the guys on the corner. So maybe we could do like this. Maybe this would help a little bit. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's science or something. Allegedly. This'll work. That is not good. All right, we also need our sign right here because otherwise, yeah, the water goes all the way up or all the way down, and then we're gonna do this right here. Yeah, see, our science is doing a science right now. Interesting. I mean, there might be a way to do it, but 50 allays might just be too many. 50 allays really is a lot, but that's how you get the best experience. You could probably do more. I mean, you certainly could, but it's the leakage that becomes the issue. Also, if we just open that, then, oh yeah, beautiful. That's actually kind of cool looking. I don't know why they don't just immediately get pulled up to the fence, though. You think there's some more tension on that, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and kill all of these guys. Goodbye. All of them. Goodbye. Goodbye, good sirs. There's still more of them? Jeez, my guys. Okay. So that's it for that one. We might come back to this if I do a new version of this build, then maybe I'll find a way to use trapdoors for it because it seems like it has some potential. Trapdoors are really weird. They're peculiar in every way. Now, I was going to work on a fungus tree farm tonight, but I realized that that's my next tutorial, not my next tutorial. So maybe this week or next week, most likely, we'll do a new fungus tree farm, because this is the current old one. Because, or no, this is the current old one. Because they were so dumb that the fungus would grow up and it would delete pistons, and it would even delete moving blocks as well. So this is like the dumbness that we had to work with this build. I mean, look at this. This was stupid, man. It was just everything about this was stupid and expensive and bad. And this is definitely out of date by now, but I mean, what could you do? I mean, this was really about it back in the day. I didn't even put a cube maker on this. It's like, figure it out, guys. Figure it out. Mind the blocks. So we might do. I mean, we're gonna have to completely redesign it from the ground up, which is good. We might keep some of the lower redstone actually, because some of this seems like it might still work. It's just basically bone mealing the mycelium. I want to get a dual bone meal system going though, so you have an option for the warped or crimson. You can like toggle it. I think that'll be cool. You can flip flop. You don't have to like break the blocks yourself. Just flick a lever, and then that's the only fungus tech I've ever done. So we'll figure out how to get like a cube maker on that, and it should be fairly simple. We're just gonna go for the middle row. Probably. I mean, we could try doing a 1x3, but whatever. That's next stream. Not today. We are going over to this area over here, though. I have a command set up to do Alt 5. It teleports me 100 blocks forward wherever I'm looking. And it is so close to Alt F4. Every time. Almost doing Alt F4. So this is the sim distance markings. 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. I never actually built up the one for 6. But that's fine. Don't worry about it. You know, I thought I did do that at one point. I think no. I mean, apparently not. But I remember doing it anyway. Anyway. Shroom lights? No. Who said the word shroom lights? You summoned old Rusty. Bro. You know why hostile overworld mobs are in the nether after going through the nether? Because, well, there's two ways that can happen. They either go through a portal, or your nether is corrupted and you have stone generation, and then you can have overworld stuff spawning in the nether. Or you change the biome of the nether using world edit, and then maybe they can spawn there. Okay, so this is actually a mob switch right here. Wow, incredible technology. So what we're gonna do is two very simple things. We're gonna be building up a Simtic wool farm tonight. If you haven't seen these, I would direct you to an episode of Truly Bedrock season 6 or 7. I don't know, one of those two. In that episode, we discover Groova's Simtic wool farm in the end and use it to get wool. It's a lot. It's good. It's fantastic. So essentially, what happens with this is a bug, but this bug has been in the game for 20 billion years, so there's literally every reason to just use it. So what we're gonna do is we're going to stand in that chunk over there, like right here, for example. Because this should be the border right here, right? Wait, you're powered by that? Wait, what? Excuse me? Wait, that's not allowed. No, that shouldn't work. That shouldn't happen. Right? That shouldn't happen, right? I feel like that shouldn't happen. I mean, technically it's powered, but it's like it's not like the same thing. Also, I thought there was no terrain underneath this. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I might write that down as a bug. Yeah, okay. So we can stand right here on this block. And then we can have ourselves like a clock right here, and that'll be really easy. We don't need to worry about this right now, but I should be explaining to you how a Simtic wool farm works. So that's what I was doing before ADHD kicked in. I apologize. I should probably do something about that. Right, we can just do this. Okay. So we're gonna stand in this chunk right here. We're gonna stand right here on this thing, on this doodad, which then makes a clock. Fantastic. We love it. Now, I don't even know if we really need that. Now, this is going to power a redstone line, which goes all the way out to here, which will then power a dispenser. Now, this dispenser is going to be on a clock, you see. And the thing about this clock is that it's powering a dispenser, and in that dispenser is shear. Just one shear. We can't afford plural around here. Are you crazy in this economy? Now, with that one shear, we can grab ourselves some glass. We can't afford that. It's recyclable. So let's go ahead and let's just set this up for demonstration. That way you see kind of what we're working with here. Should I turn that on for you? Or should I not? Yeah, so obviously a normal sheep, only one shear. You get one shear, you get like, I don't know. Let's see, 3 pieces of wool. Pathetic. Bad sheep. Get out of here. Now, because this sheep is going to be unloaded, it does technically still exist. The dispenser can still see it, but the game is not going to update that it's been shear red. So we can just infinitely shear it. Let's not shear it right now, though. How did I miss so much of this? I was using the auto clicker. We're just going to go ahead and turn on that real quick. Boop. And then we'll do block, repeater. Look at that. Saving you guys some redstone dust over here. It doesn't quite make it. No. Okay, yeah, that'll work. That's fine. Brilliant. Okay. Let's go turn the thing off. Boop. Put that back. Okay, so you do have to wait for your sheep to do the thing. To, like, have wool. Big deal, right? Let's just go ahead and make sure we're on Sim 4 real quick. We should be. I never changed that. Yeah, Sim 4. Boop. Okay, so now we stand here. So now that thing over there is clocking. You can kind of see it. Chunk border pack's a little bit in the way, but you can kind of see it. That's clocking. And then we just give it a second, and then we like, wait a second, and then we just do this, and we just wait a second, and then And then, just wait a second, and then, we can turn it off now. Okay, so how much wool do you think we got from that? I mean, it's more than you think, because you're silly. But yeah, look at this. So obviously we got quite a bit. Boop, it's like 4 stacks. So it's essentially infinite, because you can just stand there for as long as you want. Now it does use the durability on the shears, of course, and I'm curious if there's a way to stop it from actually shearing the sheep. So let's go ahead and power that thing real quick. It's clocking. Let's give it a minute. Let's give it a minute. We definitely have a bit of wool now. We can go ahead and log out of the game, maybe. I just saw this in the Discord the other day. I forget exactly who said it. Might have been Onion or something. Or someone. I'm not sure. Bad with names. But yeah, we were talking about Simtic wool farms. They said you had to relog to make them work. Nah, see, it still shears it. Interesting. Okay. There might be a way to keep the sheep from getting sheared. So now the thing about this is that we can combine this bug with other bug. You thought one bug was good? Whoa. Let me tell you about other bug. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this on. So now all of these, oh, these don't have shears in them. What was I thinking? I swear I control pick block that. We're gonna put a pair of shear into each of these. Now, if you're familiar with my dry grass wool farm that I worked on with Mike Homer, I believe, you'll know that that one uses a bug where you can shear a sheep multiple times using multiple dispensers, because the hitboxes are dumb. So we can push this sheep, like, I don't know if we'll necessarily be able to hit it with all 6 of these. This one's not even getting particles. What's happening here? Is this working? It's not working? What's happening? Oh, it's because of that. Ew, silly. Let's just step this up a little bit. Now that one's not working? What's happening? Am I just dumb? I think I'm just dumb. I feel like that's the problem around here. I don't know how comparator clocks work. Okay, let's comparators. Nobody knows how much comparators work. How do a comparator anyway? Philosophers have been questioning this for eons. Only the bottom one's getting particles? What's happening? Why, though? You are being powered. Are you not? Are you dumb? How do this? I swear, it's just taunting me. It's taunting me. That's what it is. Okay. Well, okay. I guess we're just stupid here. How are we supposed to, like... Here, you know what? Boom. Why am I overcomplicating this? It's still not powering the top ones? No, it do, but not all of them. Not all the time. Okay. Well, let's just not worry about why that's a thing, I guess. Something happening over here? Is the game doing a bug? Look at this. It fires like once every like hour. Don't understand. It's still okay. Okay, you know what? I'm actually just confused now. We're not gonna worry about it. If it kind of works, then it kind of works. Let's go ahead and let's just turn it off. I'm clearly stupid. We're too dumb for this right now. We're gonna go leave this area. And now, if we just turn this on for a second, in theory, allegedly, all of those dispensers of all those shear do the thing where it each one of those 6 shears the guy. I don't know why the redstone for that wasn't working. Does anybody have any insight into that? Oh, yeah, that's true. No, it was, yeah, no, okay, I'm stupid, actually. It was working, but it's like the more shears are in there, the less often it fires. That makes sense. That makes sense. No, that's what it was. I forgot about that. It wasn't giving us the black particles, though, in front of some of them, which it seems like it was before. Okay, let's go ahead and undo that. Notifications. I'm not in control of the bot! I don't control the bot. The bot is an automation. Okay, so I can see we got a lot more wool that time, didn't we? Yes, we did. You're welcome. But yeah, I don't know why I didn't bing, man. Give it like 40 hours. I don't know. Can I copy text? I can copy text. It's your bot. It's my bot. It's not my bot. I don't control it. Not my bot. I just tell it what to do sometimes, and it doesn't listen. If you have a complaint about it, go file it with the Notify Me bot, because they are do the thing. Okay, so that's the basic concepts of like how exactly this works. I was being a dumb before, and that's fine. That's to be expected. I was just making sure you guys knew what was happening. So yeah, we could just have it be like this. Now, what do we do to make this guy regrow his wool faster? Well, you see, we want to have it be some dry grass. Now, you get yourself a piece of dry grass, get yourself some bone meal, and there's two ways to do this. So we pop that out. Oh, pop that out. So then we're gonna bone meal this once. It grows up in tall grass, and we bone meal it again, and it spreads right here. And now we need to find a way to like lock that sheep in place. Now I'm thinking we can do like some walls or something. Some walls. There we go. Push them back to this direction because we want them to be. No, we don't need two, I guess. But yeah, see, he eats that dry grass. Boom! Instantly regrows wool. Incredibly, yes, it is necessary because of that reason right there. If you use normal green grass, it takes forever to regrow. This grass right here, disgusting, nasty, horrible. Look how slow this spreads. Look how slow this spreads. This is optimal conditions right here. We can stand here for 10 minutes before this spreads. Look at this. Game rule, random tick speed, 10. 10 times faster than normal right now, people. 10 times faster than normal. Look at this. It's horrible. 20 times speed. 30 times. Finally, we get one of them. It's horrible. It's disgusting. Don't worry. We'll make sure the sheep are well hydrated. Get out of here. I don't want you. So yeah, we're using dry grass. That's all I'm gotta say about that. Okay then. So in theory, what I would like to do is I would like to make this a modular system. So we design one module, and then we're going to have it so that each sheep ideally gets hit by 6 dispensers. Right? That seems reasonable to me. Do you think we can manage 6 dispensers? We do have a way. Hold up. Oh god. Hold up. It's dot slash canopy menu. Boom! Look at that. I know things. I wish there was a search box. Collision boxes. Boom. Save that. Apply it. Hold up. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves an arrow. I'm learning canopy, everybody. You're 5 years too late, but this stuff is pretty sweet. So if we put that right there. No, right there. No, right there. Hey, there we go. Yeah, you need an arrow in that slot. It should tell you that. So this is the thing of the thing. It's pretty sweet. Look at that. Look at that. Hitboxes of Bedrock edition, everybody. So this guy is technically larger than a block. Technically? No, he's not. Interesting. Well, no, he's not. He's just barely smaller than a block. Which means that we can get a 4x4. Probably. Ooh, you know what we can do? Slash give wool. I mean, I guess that would work. Sheep's chunky. He kind of is. Lion, welcome back for 38 months. 39 months, actually. Jeez. That's such a long time. Thank you so much. That is over 3 years? Bro. Insane. Insane. I think what we do, guys. Oh, you know what? We're going to have a slight issue here. And that is that items. Item collection is going to be the big one. Why am I playing Bedrock? Anti and Minecraft? We do both. Yes, the answer is yes. Okay, hold on. Let's get a boat right here. Sheep into boat. Look at this. Sheep plus boat equals profit. So now we need to see if this guy will actually do this. Is he gonna eat the thing? I hope he eats the thing. Frontier, welcome back for 17 months. Very nice of you. He does eat the thing. Great. Fantastic news. We'd love to see it. Now, we can very easily get him between 4 dispensers, right? But I want to do 6. Because if we do another one up here, this isn't gonna quite cut it, right? I'm stupid. I apologize. Yeah, this. Here we go. Yo, eat that grass again. Yo, look how good he is. He's a good sheep. Yeah, see, it just doesn't quite cut it, right? It literally does not cut it. So what are we gonna do about that? Well, we need to raise up the boat a little bit. And I think to do that, we'll have to use a slab. And then you can kind of see where I'm going with this, right? New sheep time. Time for new sheep. This should make it fairly easy to get all of your sheep in here as well. Unless he's dumb like that one. Or a tiny one like that one. There we go. Now I actually want to use a glass block. Excuse me. We're gonna back you up. You can push hopper minecarts, but listen, there's no storage system on the planet that's gonna be fast enough to handle this. So what we're gonna do is not do that. This is gonna produce like, 100,000 wool an hour. Like, just no, just stop. Get some. No, we're doing straight pure water streams, and we're gonna do 1 water stream per module, or like some shenanigans to do like, things that yeah, you'll see. You'll see. You'll see. Right. Can I? That's not gonna fit underneath there, is it? No, you can see the hitbox of the belt. Let's go. Okay. Ooh, that might not be tall enough. Is that tall enough? It's not tall enough. No. Okay. We need like literally 1 more pixel, and I'm pretty sure the stone cutter is the only thing that's like a pixel taller. Okay. Searching for the cutter is always annoying. It's a pixel taller. Here we go. Okay, new sheep time. Time for new sheep, everybody. Guys, new sheep just dropped. There we go. Let's try this out. Right there. Is that gonna work? Yeah, that works. Okay, great. And then he's not quite far enough ahead. So we need to go just boop, boop, boop. We'll need something that you can align with over here. So maybe a fence that you can like drive into. I don't know. He is just barely far enough forward. I think this will work actually. Yeah. Oh, hi. Look at this. That bug's not been fixed. That's crazy. Yeah, so this in theory would work. I don't like that the item collection is going to be janky, but I think it was always going to be janky. That's really the biggest issue with this design, or with this entire like build. I don't want to do levitating sheep with like leads, but I mean if I have to, then I will. Oh, that was stupid. Okay, well I guess I should have seen that coming. Is that gonna work? Is that fine? Yeah, if we have to do this in the tutorial, this is gonna be so bad. Okay, well that didn't work at all. Okay, well, you know what? Bleh. Yeah, infinite regeneration is a pretty old bug on Bedrock. I could do a new tutorial on that. I showed it in a bug rock like a couple years ago. Maybe even longer than that. Okay, so this will work, and then he can still eat the grass, right? That's another critical aspect of this. If he can't eat the grass, then it's like we'll just have to do 4. Guess we can sink him down somehow. Eat the grass, little guy. Hang on a lead. Yeah, I don't want to. If I have to, I'll do it. Because then we could pull him into the corner. It wouldn't be so bad. It might actually be the easiest way to go. Come on, buddy. Come on, guy. Come on, pal. Come on, friend. Buddy, guy, pal, friend. Is that all four of them? I think that's all four of them. I'm not forgetting one, am I? Might use small grass. No, it does both. Yeah, I guess we could try... We could try having it... well, I was trying to punch out the block. Yeah, levitating sheep might be the best way to go, because that's going to make it easiest for item collection. But we need to give them a way to, like, eat. Now, we might have to push in a block. So, like, after you've harvested your items, you push in a block. And then you bone meal the grass, and then it gives you the thing. That's not as bad as I expected. Is that going to work? Eat some grass! Hey! Okay, he ate the one directly underneath him. Okay, that's good. Okay, so that's all we need. That's all we need. Yeah, he ate the one directly underneath him. Again, item collection is still critical. Okay, there is one right there. Okay, so now let's go ahead and shear the guy. Yeah. Okay, so now we can get 6 of these things in here. Excuse me, and didn't that just kill you like 5 seconds ago? Pretty sure I did. I was serious when I did that. Right, no quasies. We're gonna have to do a real nice looking staircase like that. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, all these have some shears in them. That guy should go ahead and once again eat an item. Thank you for your consideration. Let's go ahead and eat some grass, young man. They ate the axolotl bug. Yeah, it's almost certainly a bug. I wouldn't worry about it though. Shh, shh. So Liz, welcome back for 34 months, almost 3 years as well. Crazy, along with Frontier again. I think I already mentioned it, but thank you again for 17 months. And then Diagonal for 68 months. It's not the funny number. What can I say? Come back in a month when it's a funny number. It was almost funny. Last month was funny number. 68 though, not a funny number. Does he only eat the tall one? If he only eats the tall one, that's gonna be kind of annoying, isn't it? We might have to do levitating sheep. Is levitating sheep so bad? Maybe levitating sheep isn't so bad. I'm kind of leaning towards levitating sheep. No, sheep eating grass isn't a tick speed thing. It's just kind of a random, like, when you decide to do it kind of thing. Maybe if we don't look at them. I'm not looking at you, sheep. You're free to eat in peace. Go ahead and feel free to eat. Bro, he literally just ate some. Like, we saw him eat it. We saw him do it. We saw him do it. How's it going to be 100,000 1 hour if it depends on how fast the sheep eats? Well, that's a good question, actually. That's a great point. Well, you see, you just run it for an hour straight, and then when you come over here, it destroys your entire computer. So that's how you can do it. Also, we're going to have multiple sheep as well, so, you know. Sir, I need you to eat the grass! We can't make it a block higher, because we need the sheep to be at exactly this height right here. Maybe how about we new sheep? New sheep. Brand new sheep. New idea. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure that one worked. And then we should also test this one right here. We're going to get a new sheep. Brand new day, brand new sheep. Yo, okay, great. So all 6 of these do work, allegedly. It would be cool. Like, we saw him eat the sheep, eat the thing before. You guys saw that, right? I know you saw it because I was live streaming it. Now, maybe you had your eyes closed, or maybe you can lie on the stand and say that you didn't see it. But in theory, you had the opportunity, every opportunity, to see that he ate the grass. Now, there was a dirt block right there before, so maybe that's part of the secret sauce. I don't know, man. We're just messing around at this point. We're messing around and discovering over here. This is new technology. And now he eats the thing. Yeah, see that. Yeah. Okay, so it is that. Okay, great. So he ate that one. So this doesn't spread downwards, does it? It doesn't spread down. Why does he need a block right there? What's up with that? Why? Why? Why you do this? Why you do this? Why? I don't know, man. Why is a constant question with Bedrock Edition. Maybe that block pushed it in. I mean, maybe it did move the boat a little bit, but like he's not even against the wall all the way. Maybe he is. No, he definitely ate the grass. There was a grass there. And also he regrew his regrew the wool, right? Let's try it again. Boop. Eat the grass, mister. Eat the grass. Eat the grass. I say he eats the grass. Boom. Solved. But he needs the block right there to do it, so I don't know, man. He needs his feet on the ground to eat. No, that's silly. That's silly. Okay, so that means that we can have the block be right here then. Hold up. Shear. Boom. Boom. Let's see if he eats the small one. He eats the small one. Okay, great. Okay. Yeah, no, that solves it. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, needing to touch ground. That's gonna it's gonna make this a little bit more complicated. Yes, we drive that all the way forward. Let's shear him again. He's not really touching the ground right now, though, is he? He needs to touch grass, literally. I mean, seemingly so. Yeah, that's not really gonna work, though, is it? Right now his hitbox is so barely in front of these dispensers. Oh, that was too far. I just want to see what happens when we have 6 going at once. Refuse to eat while floating. Well, there's no time to have morals in this economy. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So he'll eat that. Yeah, we just gotta find a way to like spread it. Oh, that's annoying. It doesn't like spread diagonals, which is kind of annoying. Touching grass is required. I mean, yeah, it kind of is. Okay, well, all of these are functioning. So right now, if we were to power this, all of those would fire at once. And then that's going to give us the ability to get multiple wool out of them. So we just got 7 wool, which is way more than you normally get. So he did get multiple sheared. He's only actually in front of 3 of these right now. There we go. Okay, eat the grass. Eat the grass. Oh, he doesn't have grass. Well, you need to bone meal. You need to bone meal a short grass or a tall grass to get the small one. It's just like just restocks, because he actually consumes it. Okay, so he touchy block. Sir, I just want to run the machine. If you would please eat, that would be great. And then we can move on with our day. Sir, sir, I require you to eat. Are you gonna be like this all day? Are you gonna be problematic all day? I have a feeling you're gonna be problematic all day. There we go. Okay, I'm thinking of ideas and systems for how to solve that problem. I'm cooking ideas. It's slow cooking, but they're cooking. 6 to 12 hours. Okay, so now we're gonna run this thing. And let's do the 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 20 Mississippi. Okay, great. That was like 3 minutes of running the farm. Okay. Well, that clearly worked. Great. How long do we run the farm? Bro, doesn't matter how long we ran the farm. Doesn't matter, because that was a good amount right there. Okay. Great. Let's do a proper 30-second test of that. I'm gonna get my timer. Why does searching timer in Windows bring up a folder called timer? I literally just want the clock application. Thank you. It's not difficult, Windows. It's like you have one job. It's very efficient. Yeah, it's gonna be very good. Okay. Actually, I might need to do this on my phone. That way I can like flick the lever and then Press the button at the same time. Let's see. Oh my god, where's the clock app? Oh, it's too many apps. Here it is. Why is it purple? I don't know. It's just the Samsung app. Okay, and we're gonna leave this for 30 seconds and see how bad it gets. And then we should probably empty out the inventory. I typed shears instead of chest because I looked at that pair of shears before I started typing. I love brains. Brains are great. Okay, we're at 17 seconds right now. We're going to undo this once we get to the 30-second mark. And 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Oh, on the dot! Exactly! No milliseconds! 0 milliseconds! Look at that. Okay, so that was a little bit of lag. That is going to be more than a player inventory full of items, probably. Maybe? No? Oh, there's a bunch down here. Oh, yeah, no, there's definitely more than... Yeah. Oh, no, it's not, actually. Okay, that's fine. Quite the roller coaster of emotion right there. How many is this? Get out the calculator. I kind of want a resource pack that like labels each slot in the inventory with like which number it is. That would make counting so much easier. I know it's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, but like having to count to 23, you know. I guess I could just do 18 plus 5, but then it's like more math. Why would I do that? Right, so that's 23 times 64. That's plus 35. That is 1500 from 30 seconds. So let's just times that by 2 real quick. So that's 3,000 per minute. 3,000 per minute. And then just times that by 60 real quick. 180,000 an hour, everybody. Told you it was going to be over 100K. Now, that requires you to run it for an hour. Technically, you would want to come over here probably once a minute. Drain out those items, and then continue doing that. I think that would be the smart way to go. Because then you could drain the items, let the sheep regrow, and then go back. You would want to give it a couple, like, you would want to give it time for all your items to transport out of this area anyway. I think we should build the storage, like, right here. I was originally thinking storage would be all the way back over here, but that's so much waste. Why would we do a water stream for 4 chunks when we can just do, like, boop, right here? And then if we can make it go in a circle, that would be ideal. 1,000 per hour. Awesome. I think you're missing 2 digits off of that. No, there is nothing that's going to keep up with this. What we're going to do is we're going to... Let's actually try this out right now. We need chest. We need water. We need ice. We need glass. We need boutons. We need a life. Boom, gotcha. Roasted. Didn't see that one coming, did you? What are you doing here? What day is it? Tuesday? What else are you going to be doing on Tuesday night? That's right, nothing. Why is there 2? Is that illegal? I feel like that's illegal. It's 3! What's happening? Bro, invasion of the freaking... What are these guys called? Invasion of these dudes. I've never seen 3 before. That's... A blue iceberg. This one banned from the chat. Hoppers. Where we're going, we don't need hoppers. No, you stand in the water stream, you pick up the items yourself, and you put them in those chests yourself. It's the only way it's going to be fast enough. Right, we're just going to do a little thing over here. So, we're going to have the input from the farm right here. And then I think we're just going to literally loop this in a circle. We're going to do the loop-diddiest loop that you've ever looped. Copper Golem it, bro. I think if the Copper Golem would quit. It's like, okay, I've seen enough. I think this loop might need to be larger if we're being for reals with it. But essentially, I want this to be... I want it to go around, and then, yeah, it's gonna come back this way. Yeah, but then it's gonna... Yeah, okay. I see what I did wrong. You don't need to leave a comment about it. Or, I mean, do, I guess. I like comments. Everybody likes comments. I like reading your comments. I read a bunch of comments. People think I don't read comments. I read comments. This is making me sound like I don't read comments, but I read comments. Oh, dang it! Come on now. Am I stupid? I feel like I'm stupid. I feel like I say that a lot too, and it's always true. So I guess I should just keep saying it. Jeez. Right. Boom, boom. Solved like a smarty pants. The smarty pants that I am. So now oh, I threw away all my items. We're just gonna throw some raw pork chops in there. Why? It was the first thing I saw on the menu. Yeah, so now these go around in a circle. And, I don't know. What else do you want from me, man? My idea was a circle. I made a circle, and now I'm circling. So, in theory, we can have hoppers underneath all of these, right? I was gonna lock them so that, yeah, but, you know. Rectangle. You know what? No one asked. it's a yeah. You know what? It's actually a 9. It's actually a 6. So, okay, this actually works pretty well. So in theory, each one of these would have that'd be 2. Oh no, you know what we would do with this? Well, I mean, you know, don't dish out the sass if you can't retrieve the sass. Yeah, that's the saying. If you surround a sheep with lots of dispensers and activate with them with 2 observers, the sheep will drop like 30 to 40 wool. Yes, essentially. That's the trick that we're using. We have 6 dispensers on this guy right here. Nice if a grab farm is possible in Minecraft. Boy howdy, have you heard of Pikmin bartering farms? I don't think you've heard the good news that since 1.16 we now have renewable gravel in Minecraft. If only we had sand. That's the big one. That's what we're petitioning Mojang for right now. I'm gonna get James in here. Oh no. No. Did you see what he posted in the Discord earlier? The secret like back channels illegal staff only Discord server that I don't even know why I'm invited to. That was weird, man. I don't understand. I don't get the tangential reference there. That's a Smedrix level reference. No one else in the stream right now knows what I'm talking about besides like maybe 8 staff members. What am I kidding? 3 staff members. My staff don't watch my streams. I realized that like half of my staff isn't even subscribed to me anymore. Which is low key kind of super funny. And like I kind of, I kind of get it. I kind of can't blame these guys. Have you seen the content I post recently? I don't think you have. Man, I'm making a whole live stream about sheep right now. Nobody asked for that. Sheep farm, and that's the year 2026. What's happening over here? Sort of listening. Yeah, that's about all I can ask for. Goat farm is essentially done. I think I should be at 100% on it, but there's a couple things I want to change. Okay, so all of these are dual hopper speed now. We still need more items. See, I mean, this takes a lot of items to fill up, man. And then as you're running the farm, they'll all be draining into the chests. And then they'll just keep going in a circle. So, yeah, a bunch of these will just get picked up. So each one of these is going 2 times hopper speed. Yeah, they should be anyway. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, now we're starting to run out of items. So this is probably about the best you're going to get to really pick these items up. Now, there might be a smaller way to do this, and maybe a simpler way. This is probably the smallest, like, circle, rectangle that you can get. But I kind of want to do a system like... Oh, this is going to be outside the chunk. Kind of want to do a system like this. And then it's just going to be like... Chest. Just like a billion chests. And then it's going to loop back around. Are these trap chests? No. Yeah, so then it gets like to the end, and then it just goes back. And it'd be like this. I'd be careful if really with like any item dupes where you can dupe like any item in the game, because then it kind of takes the fun out of things, right? You just kind of like kill your own motivation to play. But I mean, you do you if you're playing single player. If you're playing multiplayer though, you probably shouldn't do that. Probably shouldn't do that. Right. This is where it gets interesting, because yeah, it's kind of got to be wider than this. Right, unless we can like send the items upwards and then have them loop back. I think that's what we have to do actually. Yeah, that's the smart idea. That's the big brain plan of the day. Is we send the items into this and then we send them up literally just by like a layer. We don't even technically need a bubble column right here. We could just let them float up. Which might be the smarter idea because then you don't get the particles of the bubbles. And then we just like take it to here. I'm kind of putting the cart before the horse right now, trying to work on item collection and storage when we don't even have like a done design farm. But you know what? It's my stream and I'll stream it how I want to stream it. Listen, I got distracted like 15 minutes ago and no one stopped me, so that's where we're at. But yeah, I mean, this is a pretty simple way. You could even extend this if you wanted to. It's certainly going to be easier to access all the chests than like this thing. It's going to be easier to build. It's also thinner as well. Each one is only 4 blocks. The chest count as those count as a block, right? Yeah. So now let's go ahead and fill it up, and then let's just do. Should we do wool? Wool with an H. Glad you like the farms. Dabba. If that's how you say your name. A rail duplicator? I haven't seen one of those in a while. Is it still just using the slime flying? Or like the slime thingy? Those have been around for like a billion years. Right, so that's a slight problem, isn't it? I think what we have to do is we have to line up these items on the left. I still have a kill command, right? Yes, we're gonna have to line up these items on the side. Sound like I got distracted counter. Oh, it would break every stream. How much bone meal is used? Oh, basically none. It's just gonna be like 1 bone meal every time you want the guys to regrow their wool. Really not a consideration even. That's not so bad. Why you get stuck? Why dumb? Why you do dumb? Don't tell me we actually need a blue eyes. Okay, they go back. And then they go forwards. And they actually worked! Wow, okay, that's stupid. Bro. The one time that actually works. You know what? I think I have another solution to this, guys. And it's called being smart. That'll give them more time to go forwards before they get stuck. Yeah, see, that'll work. Yep, that works. Basically, every iron farm on Bedrock Edition is going to be the same. There's really no meaningful difference. 2 ice blocks? Impossible. Inconceivable. We could just do all these as slabs, honestly. Till we get to, like, to the end. Yeah. Okay. I mean, this will work. And then all these are dual hopper speed. It'll work. Bootleg Brown, Bootleg Solutions. Heck yeah, bro. Okay, so now this is one module of the build. This guy is not eaten. Why, what's wrong? What's wrong, Sheepy? You haven't even eaten your non-existent dry grass today. Like, what's wrong, buddy? Buddy pal guy? Okay, so now let's start work on, like, an actual module, because this was just testing and playing around and messing around. We have 300 viewers watching me mess with sheep. Maybe I'm not the node life. Maybe I'm not the node life. That's crazy. Welcome in, everybody. How's it going? What you doing? How you doing? How's your Tuesday? Are you enjoying your Tuesday night? We're gonna do a fence. I think we're gonna do the lead thing. The leads are pretty helpful. I need a sheep. Come here. Let's go ahead and box in this dude. And then we're gonna use a piston, tiny bit of redstone, dispenser, dirt block, and a real small circuit to do all this. There's no way to make chunk loaders in Bedrock. We've never had them. If there ever was one, like, no one talked about it because it was a bug. Right, so we're actually going to put a fence right here. And then another fence right here. And then hopefully... No, that's not far enough up. You really got to go quite far with the leads. Like that. That'll probably work. There we go. that doesn't look wrong at all. Yeah, okay, there we go. No, that's still a little bit... There we go. Okay. Yeah, so where's my arrow at? Hold up. There we go. He's a little bit too high up. What can we use? There's not very many blocks in Minecraft that have a weird hitbox on the bottom. That, like, let things go up a little bit into the ceiling. There's really not many options. What even is there? Grindstone? Like, that's one. Chest? No, chest is flat on the bottom. Yeah, Sigil's released yet another book today. It's crazy. Bro's like an author. Ooh, conduits. Oh, wait, hold up here. Lightning rod. No, that might actually be... That might be something that we can use. Yeah, no, okay. Lightning rod. That's a good call. By me. My brain. Thank you. Appreciate it. That might be good enough. That might be enough, actually. Yeah, that might just be it. Hold up. Let's grab this. Go down a layer. We're gonna break this out. Put a lightning rod right there. Bring him up. Bring him over. Unleash him up. And then... Is that enough? That might not be enough. If it is, it's like skin of the teeth kind of deal. It's not enough. Ooh. Yikes. Okay, so grindstone is gonna have to be it then. Okay. That's fine. Slightly unfortunate, but we can manage. Oh, excuse me, sir? 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 He's dead. I don't know how, but he just died. Crazy, man. It's a new bug. Spontaneously exploding sheep. I reported it to the bug tracker, but no one seems to take it seriously. Okay, so that should definitely work, right? No, that's so dumb. Why does it prioritize leads? I forgot about that. No. Oh, the dispensers shear the leads, but not before it shears the... Oof. Okay. Ripperonis. Actually. Amethyst would be a good call as well. RIP concept. Bruh. That's That's dumb. I forgot about that. And Mojang, can you remove that feature? Nobody needs this. Actually. So let's give them levitation potions. Is Bedrock the block achievable in Bedrock Edition? Not anymore that I'm aware of. Okay, we can make them float in water. How about that? How about we make them float in water, guys? Bro, that's not good enough for you? You don't like this? It's not good enough? What's happening? There we go. Okay, so we kind of need that to, like, flow to the side as well. We kind of need the water source to be... Oh, why are you drowning? Stop. You don't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. Bro chose to drown. He knows how to swim. He decided this mortal plane was not worth his existence. Excuse me? Nope. Not where I want you. Nope. Not quite. Nope. Okay. How about there? Nope. Okay. You know what? I feel like we're just going to use a summon command for that, actually. There we go. Is that still... No, he shouldn't drown from that. His red line is outside of water. He should clearly get hit by all 6 of these. Will the water keep it from eating the non-existent dry grass? Listen, we're taking one problem at a time, everybody. We'll get to that non-existent bridge when we build it. I don't know. I mean, that looks like it's pretty functional. But yeah, no, that's something about to think about in a minute. Is first of all, how do get sheep in? How do stop sheep die? How do get item out? How do redo sheep wool? Visible bubbles? Nah, I'm not gonna use invisible bubbles. As convenient as that may be. So, a question of note is... Does that count as, like, touching grass? Yeah, I'm trying not to use too many bugs with my buggy farm. We're using 2 bugs with this buggy farm. And I feel like we should leave it at that. Now... We can put like a slab right here, maybe. Trying to get the items out of this, though, is going to be an interesting conundrum. Because we need him to touch we need him to touch the ground. Maybe let's do something different than this. Maybe we don't need him floating in water. Let's try and get like a block that is short enough for him to stand on. And then we can like try and figure it out from there. Because my original idea is that they would be floating in the air, all the items would just fall out directly underneath them and go into a water stream. That would be incredibly convenient for item collection. But now I'm thinking we need to have like a block, like a piece of soul sand. Because then he'll be sunk down just a little bit. Just that little bit might be all we need in order to get this 3rd dispenser to work. It does. Okay. So I wouldn't use a soul sand for that. I would use a path block because that is significantly easier to get, and I don't want everybody being like, I want to go to the nether. Yeah. Yeah, so that'll clearly work for the top one. Now, the question is, how far down can I drop him from here? Will a slab work? Probably not. No. Well, he wasn't even in the right place. Yeah, see, it's not far enough up for him to get hit by the top one. Yeah, see. So we need something taller than a slab. And we're kind of back to, like, grindstone territory. We could try this. Is that gonna work? That'll work. That'll work just a little bit. So now we also have the option of lightning rod. Okay, there is another bug, actually. Hold up. Now, there's another bug that I'm considering here. I don't know if it works with lightning rods, but I think it works with... it doesn't matter anyway. It's not tall enough. Does water flow through lightning rods? It doesn't. That's silly, because it does do in-rods. Look at this. It flows through in-rods. Why? Don't ask. I've never used it for anything, because I don't want to make people go to the end. Okay, so we know that grindstones work. We know that a chest would probably work. And we know that path block would work. So we'll keep the path block as our primary option, I believe. Can you put... Hold up. If we could do that. No, you can't put that on there. Dang, bro. How do we have entity hitboxes? We're using Canopy right now. Use vibrant visuals? I really don't. Yeah, please don't spam the chat. Thank you. You will get delay timed out. You can just combine all those messages into one. Okay. Oh, that still doesn't work? No, that's right. He's on this. He's on this. Okay. Well, the pro of using this is that we can waterlog it. That's the main benefit of this, is that we can then waterlog it to get those items out. Which we will almost certainly have to use. And now the question is, how do we get items out like that? Okay. So not like that. So then we grab a slab. So this solves 2 out of 3 of our issues. Do you remember what our issues were, everybody? There was like 4 issues. It was your job to remember them. That's why I forgot. A lightning rod vertically is just as tall as a normal block. Yeah, so I thought we had 4 issues. I'm pretty sure we only have 3. So we have the issue of how do we get them aligned with triple dispensers. Technically, this is a 6 dispenser issue, but that's fine. We can figure that out as we go. So now we know that this is fine. Item collection is also solved for right now with this particular design. We could just do 3 dispensers. That would honestly be fine. And then... yeah, putting them in a minecart might be a way to go. However, I feel like a minecart in here would get pushed around by that water. Oh no, the slab is blocking it. Oh, does it? Why? Is it rotated? Like, why doesn't it? Shouldn't it? Shouldn't it? I feel like it should. I think it should. Let's hold up. I'm just curious about this now. Right, hold up. These things can't be free floating because Bedrock edition. I need to know if they're gonna stay fine like this or if I'm messing with a bug. Apparently, it's fine like that. It really seems like it should be flowing though. I guess it's not touching the water. You want to get in the minecart? Okay, well, I guess this is minecart now. Well, let's, no, that's not tall enough. Is he in the minecart? There we go. Oh no. The minecart raises him up. Interesting. Interesting development. Interesting indeed. If we wanted to do 6 dispensers per sheep, we would need to redesign this a little bit. This is actually pretty close to being like fully functioning though. Without the minecart, it's like, it's great. Because he doesn't even bounce on the water. So we don't even need to worry about putting like a cap on here or anything. And then you can have 16 of these cells really easily. Each one of these, the items would flow straight out and they would just go into this essentially underneath the build. And then you would just do 3 hoppers into the back. Boop, 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 for sheer re-dispensary. Yeah, sheer re-dispensary. That's what we're calling it. Let's go ahead and take this out. Let's actually try this real quick. Instead of assuming that it works, we're gonna test it. Lay gasp. Testing our redstone. That's unheard of. Yeah, so something like this. Is that gonna be fine? Is that gonna like actually? Oh, whoops. Yeah, that'll work. Hey, at least I actually built this on the correct chunk board. That's great. Make the storage too wide. I mean, it's probably possible to have the items go right down the middle and be over the top of two hoppers. That's probably the ideal way to go. We should try and figure that out. I was thinking about that earlier, but that's when you get into like some directional things. How's it gonna regenerate the wool? That's the next problem that we need to solve. Is how do we get ourselves a dry grass in there? But we're solving one problem at a time. We are limited by the dry grass, but that's a little bit easier because we can push blocks with pistons for that. Whereas with the dispensers, we can't do so much. Oh my god, Linksy! Welcome in! Thank you for the raid! How's it going, guys? I have something crazy to show you. You're all Java Edition players, right? Well, guess what? I play the stinky, smelly Bedrock. And we're using bugs. Oh, so many bugs. But yes, welcome in, raiders. How was your stream? Thank you so much. Almost 500 people. That's crazy. Yeah, we have quite the stream going tonight. For some reason, we got people watching on YouTube as well. You see them in the chat. Oh wait, is my chat working? Hold up. Also, I forgot to turn on all this. Oops, my bad. Whoopsie daisy. Right then, so we're using a bug, and it's called Simtic Wool Farm. So we have one sheep over there. We have this clock, which is powering 3 dispensers, and that is going to produce an amount of items. So if we go over here, you're going to see a little bit of lag, and then just all of these wools. It's quite a bit. Let's go stand in here, and you'll see how much wool we just got from this. Boop, 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 boop. It's only like 7 stacks. I kind of expected more. So there's a bug where you can have 3, really as many dispensers as possible, shearing a sheep, and they'll all shear the sheep at the same time, giving you multiples of the same wool. So instead of just like 3 wool, you'll get like 9 because we got 3 dispensers. We're gonna try and set this up with 6. That way we get 6 times the wool efficiency. Now, when this sheep is outside of loaded chunks, which is right beyond this line right here, he's actually not going to get updated that he's been sheared. So we can just clock these dispensers like as many times as we want, and it will just explode into wool. Let's go ahead and try something out real quick. I'm gonna try and demonstrate this in a way that you can see the power of this wool farm. Let's see. Where do I want to stand for this? Let's stand right. Stand right here. Boom. There we go. Okay. Let's run this again real quick, and then you'll see. You'll see. I promise. You'll see. One of these days, you'll see how cool this is. We did a rate test a minute ago, and we had like 1,600 wool in 1 minute, which turned into be 180,000 wool per hour from one sheep, guys. From one sheep. Now, you will have to restock your shears. We still use shear durability, and obviously you need to go over there and collect those items before your game crashes from the sheer number of entities. So it's obviously like 180 is an optimal, like a way optimal, unaccessible one, but it should be over 100k. Yeah, it'd be crazy. Metal dispenser have shears in it? It might not have actually. You might be right about that. It might not have. Okay, that should be enough. And then we're not gonna fly over there. We're gonna do this. Okay. Well, apparently that is not gonna work. Let's do. There we go. Yes, you can just see just all the wool explodes as soon as you load the chunk. We love to see it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. So I've never made a farm for these, but I'm deciding to do one now, and that's kind of what we're messing with. Now, we have an easy way to regrow their wool, because that is the other issue that we have right now. We got some biddies from Lacey. Thank you very much. Cram multiple sheep in that one block. Will they all get sheared? Yes, they will all get sheared. So I have a smaller farm for this that doesn't require the along tick range. You can have like 12 dispensers around a pile of sheep, 16 colors of sheep in there. And then what we do is we bone meal some dry grass, and they'll actually eat that grass a lot faster than the green grass, because green grass spreads so entirely slowly that it's ridiculous and not even worth it. But this guy will eventually look down, and he will eat that dry grass. And then he's being a little bit slow and a little bit of a pain right now, but he'll figure it out. Okay, well, he's not doing it. He's camera shy. Also, geez, we got a super chat. Thank you so much. That's very nice of you. Jeez. Let's see. Always happy to help out with the tutorials. I got at least 2 more on the way. Wait, 3 more on the way. Can I post this into the YouTube chat? This is my most recent tutorial for a wool farm that I did. It's much simpler than this one. It produces like 30,000 wool an hour from 16 sheep, one of each color. It just like it absolutely is crazy. Oh, he ate it. I didn't see him do it, but you guys might have seen him do it. You might have seen him do it. He ate the thing. But yeah, it's so much faster than green grass. Green grass, it just spreads so slow. It's not even worth it. That's what we were limited by before, but dry grass is so much better because you can just bone meal it instantly and it just works. These guys have just been he started over there. He started over there. Anyway, so right now we are doing fairly good with this setup right here. I want to try and it didn't have it. Yeah, okay, so that was only with 1 dispenser? Did we break all the shears? We must have broken all the shears or something. I don't know. That's crazy. Again, thank you so much for the super chat, Net Ghost. That's great. Net's Ghost. Misspelling your name, jeez. Saying your name. Listen, dry grass is basically just like hay. I've loaded hay bales before. I've done farm things. Never worked with sheep before, but I've done cows, pigs, horses, chickens, kind of your generic farm animals. I've helped, raise those guys. The cute little baby chickens are adorable. What was I doing? I was trying not to get distracted. So much for that goal in life, jeez. That never happens. Okay, so we're gonna do basically the same thing right here, and try and get all these items out. I think, yeah, running this into a wall is smart. Less travel distance, because then they fall down right there, and we just whoop, flip it around with some water streams. Okay, I don't think the packed ice would really make any difference right here. I was made. Hey, I mean, animals eat up that hay, man. They love it. Along with the grains, man. They love that stuff. They live for it. Besides, they're out there in the fields eating grass all day. Like, I don't think they really care too much, to be completely for reals with you. Let's get ourselves a fence. We'll put that right there. I'd want a minecart. Yeah, they're also made for, like, grass eating. If there was a grass eating competition and your competition was like a cow, you'd be cooked, man. Also, obligatory Hank Green message of don't eat grass. Okay, so I think this would actually work. In theory, this would work perfectly fine for getting all those items out. So now the question becomes, how do we get him to eat his lunch? Eat his lunch. How do we do that? Can we put some right there? I need some more shears. Boom. Getting him to actually eat stuff is problematic. That is our next big challenge. But once we have that figured out, I mean, we have like a done deal. A done system. Fresh versus stale bread, yeah. They love some hay though, man. Horses and hay? Don't get between them. So he probably needs to have his hitbox touching the grass, right? How would we go about this? Now, the question that I should be asking is there anything that we can plant dry grass on that is shorter than a full block? Changing tick speed doesn't change how fast wool or sheep eat the wool or the grass. I know that. Minecraft dry grass wiki. We're gonna use the official Minecraft wiki, not the fandom one. The fandom is dumb. Don't do it. Ambience, generic, unique. Is there a list of blocks? Oh, here we go. Oh man, it's just grass, mycelium, puzzle, dirt, cursed dirt, rooted dirt, farmland. Potential there, farmland, terracotta, sand, suspicious sand. Oh yeah, let's use suspicious sand in the build, guys. Red sand, mud, muddy mangrove roots, muddy mangrove roots, mud. Mud is potential. Moss and pale moss blocks. Okay. I'm thinking mud or farmland might be the way to go. Let's see. Mud is going to be the easier one. Is there... you can't waterlog either of these, though. Yeah, you can't waterlog either of these. Now, we do know that both of these... Are these the same height? No, you drop down further on mud. Okay. Now, what about path blocks? Are all these the same height? Are they the same height? Like... Mud looks taller, but you sink down a pixel lower, right? Yeah, we definitely go up a pixel when we're on mud. Or when we get off of mud. And then these two are the same height. Okay. But you can't do dry grass on that. Seems like kind of an oversight. It seems like path blocks would work. But these ones obviously work, even though it's like floating. Okay, so that's interesting. You cannot waterlog any of these. Unfortunate, but mud might be the way to go. I think we can work with that. We don't necessarily need to waterlog it, do we? I think we'll be fine. Yeah, so now the other question is, can we spread this to mud? Which certainly we can, right? Yes. Okay, great. Okay. That solves it. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. So then we can bone meal this. And then he would eat it. Yeah. Okay. 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 Interesting. And that block doesn't even need to be there. Interesting. Interesting. Can we work with that? I think the main issue right now is items escaping. That might be the main issue. Because if we dress that guy up, let's see. Yeah, let's push him all the way against that wall. So he's quite far over there. Can we get him further over even? Is there like, would a pane work? I forgot to retexture the spawn eggs. It's cute. Have a little panda in the inventory. Adorable. Yeah, can we push you further over? Just a little bit. Is there anything else we can use on that? That's in the very middle of the block. There's really not much that's like off-centered from the side of the block. Glass pane's the smallest you're gonna get, unless you use like a trapdoor, but that's way over. There's like really nothing in between. Hmm. Bamboo is pretty small, but we're not gonna be using that in this. Iron bar's the same exact thing as a glass pane, really. A shelf block is pretty chunky. That's too far over though, isn't it? No, that'd be fine actually. I think we'd do 2 shelves. Stack them up. Yeah, so I'm just trying to get the sheep as far over as I can to try and guide those items downwards. Another shelf, or yeah, another shelf right here might also help. We could even potentially do like a glass pane right here. Would that fit? Because the dispensers don't care about what block is in front of them. They care about the hitbox. This actually could be fantastic right here. Hold up. So now we can do this. And then let's shear him and see if he actually eats that. I'm not worried about that item falling right there because we're going to push the mud in. Sir, I need you to eat that grass. Please. Please, sir. Please. Eat the grass. Please. Crystals is still a good one. I always forget about crystals, man. They have weird hitboxes. Please. For the love of everything. Eat the grass. Please. Eat the grass. Eat the grass. Eat the grass, Mr. Sheep. I know you want to do it. I know you want to do it. Eat the grass. Can we get some... Eat the grass, sheeps in the chat? Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. It's yummy grass. It's only the best. It's like freshly grown just for you. Everything about it's just great. Reverse psychology. Okay, you know what? I don't even want you to eat the grass anymore. I so don't want you to eat the grass that I'm going to open up Cheat Engine real quick. We're going to find the Minecraft process. Click on that. Hit open. Hit enable speed hack. And then we're going to bump this up to 5 times speed. He's not eating the grass, guys. What's the problem, dude? What's your problem? Is his hitbox not over the grass hitbox? I'm pretty sure it is. Is it not? No, it definitely is. His hitbox is over the grass hitbox. I think he's just dumb. I think that's the problem. I think he's dumb. I have that happen a lot myself, so I cannot really judge a guy. Although I would prefer it if you did find a way to make that grass get in your belly and regrow that there wool. Hit his quota of fiber today. You know what? Maybe we've hit our quota with this sheep today. Oh. Yeah, I think maybe we've hit our quota with this sheep. Bye-bye. New sheep time. Hey, fella, welcome in. You're gonna eat that grass right there. You see that? You see that piece of grass? It's gonna go right in. Nom nom. Airplane noises. He's not eating the grass. Guys, bad news. He doesn't like me. Okay, we're gonna push him over. Because he's such a pushover. Oh. Let's get the glass pane in there. We've seen him eat it before. So what's his problem? Oh, there he goes. Okay. He's just too far over, I guess. Really, though? I feel like that's not right. He was, like, barely over by, like, a couple, like, pixels. Like, really not that far. The hitbox is so helpful, though. This is great. I feel like he should be able to eat it. Maybe he's just stubborn, man. Both sheep stubborn? I mean, maybe. Eat the grass! It ain't working, fam. It ain't working. Okay, well, you know what? You win this time, sheep. Go ahead and do that right there. Push him in. And now he eat it. Now he eat it. We can't do a pane right here? Can we do a shelf? Yo, we can do a shelf. Okay, great. That's hopefully what that'll do is when the items explode and like spread everywhere, the shelf will help contain some of those items and they'll fall straight down instead of getting out and landing on the mud. If they land on the mud right here, that's gonna be a really big problem. Genuinely a big problem. Yeah. That's all I can say. It's gonna be a big problem. He ate it. Wow. So proud of you, sheep. Sometimes you just gotta tell a sheep that you're proud of it. You know, positive reinforcement goes a long way. How are we gonna power all these? That's a great question. No one ever thought to ask that question. I got the smartest questions. I think we do that. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, all these got dispensers in them? Great. Or yeah, all these dispensers got dispensers in them. All these shears got dispensers in them, guys. Okay. Let's Geez, yeah, it's still gonna be rough. Can we? Does the grass have to be underneath him? No, he ate the grass when he was when there was a shelf right there. It's like if we, what if we did it right here? This would be so much more convenient. Sheep, you have no idea how convenient this would be for me if you could just like eat this right here instead. Can we line them up on a chest maybe? This is gonna have like a lot of very specific item alignment or sheep alignment. I never thought I would mess around with sheep alignment technology, but alas, here we are. This is what my career has come to. Oh, well, he just found his way out of there. Hold up, let's get him pushed back on that corner. We're gonna do shelf right there. Yeah, I love that we can do that. There we go. Can we line him up against that? Because he doesn't even necessarily, like, he can be, as long as his hitbox is within the bounds of this square right here, he'll get sheared by the dispensers. Like, he can be pretty far over. He can be, well, obviously he's not got wool right now. Like, I think even this would work. Yeah, see, even that'll work. So, like, we have quite a bit of leeway when it comes to where to put this guy. So we could totally push in the block right here instead of having to use this block. And that would actually be totally fine. So that means that we can have our, yeah, so we don't even need to mess with that. Love that I get to use the shelf for something. That's kind of cool. We could even do that on this side too. Look at that. I just saved you 2 glass blocks. Will it work for Java? Absolutely not. Nothing about this is Java friendly in any way, shape, or form. Only Bedrock exclusive bugs around here. Yeah. Well, okay. You know, technically, you can use the dry grass to like regrow their wool faster on Java. So that does make, you know, some wool farms faster and better. The farm that I have linked right here will be better than a standard sheep farm, but you would only need 1 dispenser. Why is he on fire? Oh no, that's so dumb. It's because okay, that's fine. I don't actually need the fire. But yeah, that's interesting. There shouldn't have been any way for okay, the fire was spreading to this side of the block right here. It was spreading right here. That's fine. I didn't even need the fire, to be honest. That's peculiar. Anyway. Right. New sheep time. Question is, will he eat that grass? Will that sheep eat that grass? It's the new betting market right here, guys. Will the sheep eat that grass? Oh. That's too far. Ew. Okay, let's do that instead. The cart shouldn't be able to get out of there. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Yeah, it can eat if it's in a minecart. We've already thoroughly proven that. Okay, so he can't get out of this. Okay, good. So now we just need him to like do this thing. We could try fences if this doesn't work. I would want the 3 just to help align these items. It's looking like that sheep will not eat that grass. Got a ban in action? What? Why are you banning me from doing things? No killing sheep for the next minute. Oh man, that's gonna be difficult. If this guy deserves it, I might not be able to stop myself. Where's oh my god, where's my timer at? Let's do a 3 minutes on that. Let's try and make it difficult for ourselves. Is he gonna, oh, he got out. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. Why would you do that? break the shelves. He can eat while he's in a shelf. Yeah, we know he can eat while he's in a shelf. There we go. We're gonna put a wall right here. And then we need something over here to stop him from going too far over. We just need him to be able to eat this grass. Come on now. Come on now, buddy. You got it. Is it just because of the random orientation of the grass? Like it's slightly offset to the side right now? Is that literally what it is? Is that literally it? Are you kidding me right now? Literally what it is? This is too complicated. It's too complicated, man. My brain isn't built for this. There we go. Random directional offset of grass might be our downfall. Sir, I encourage you, I implore you to enjoy a nice grassy buffet. Please, sir. I beggeth. I never thought I'd be pleading with a sheep, but, you know, desperate times. Why you no do it? Why? What is thou problem? We can't even push him that far forward. Okay, let's push him forward as far as we can on this. We'll keep these shelves here because then he's always gonna be lined up. So yeah, it doesn't really matter as long as he's like right here-ish, then he's fine, right? Kind of just want him in the middle. Yeah, perfect middle. Yeah, that's gonna be impossible to do in survival. This is friendly survival right here. Mud, it goes back here. Break that pane. As long as you don't move the guy, then you'll be fine. Grass. Eat that grass. If you like turn off mob griefing during this, it's gonna be like the end of your life because they just don't eat with mob griefing turned off. We know he's touching blocks because that is a requirement. They have to like have blocks underneath their feet. There goes a 3-minute timer. We successfully did not kill our sheep. Magically. Nameless, thank you for subscribing. Tier 1, welcome on in. How's it going? Also, James and Purple and Sky, thank you for the follows. Welcome in. Bro just refuses to eat. Oh, it's just mob griefing, isn't it? I don't know why it's not doing mob griefing. You know what? I'm starting to think he hates me. That's the only logical solution to this problem. Oh. No, I was thinking we can move it so the grindstones were like on this side. Excuse me. And then, you know, just kind of flip this around like 180, but yeah. Not really gonna happen. I don't know why we won't do it. Why you suffer? Why you make us suffer like this? Why am I here? Just to suffer. I mean, even this guy's more likely to eat grass. His looking direction shouldn't really matter. Like, if we box all this in, I doubt that's really going to change anything. It's got to be just alignment. Like, if we push him further in, then he will eat. Like, now he should basically guarantee to eat. If he doesn't, then, new sheep. Hey, see, there he goes. Okay. So it's just an alignment issue. That's really all it is. Because we can push him back over here. And then we can do a dry grass right there, and then he will still eat this one. Actually, no, he doesn't quite eat it because of the glass. Yeah, because of that. So if he's lined up like this, then he will still eat that. Yeah, see, he does that. Okay. But pushing in a block right there is going to be really quite a pain. So I would prefer to not have the mud right there. Technically, it doesn't even need to be mud. It could just be dirt at this point. It doesn't actually matter for our purposes which one it is. I'm realizing. Right, so we just have to align him up somehow. We just align him on fences. Is that good enough? Maybe he was like too far in the middle of a block. Maybe that's what it was. Because we had him lined up in between two fences like this. Maybe he's got to be lined up like this. Come on now. We're so close. We're just genuinely so close to having a solution. And he refuses to eat. Refuses to eat. Let's line him up on the other side of this actually. We're gonna do this on the side. I'm hoping this isn't like something stupid and directional. I feel like we should have gotten past this by now. We've made pretty good progress up until this point. And we're getting stuck on sheep eating. Which is kind of one of the more important parts of the entire build as well, to be fair. He should eat one of these. It seems like he should eat one of these. And to be touching the center of a block. I mean, center of a block is arguable. Let's push him to here. And then he should still... I mean, he should. He should eat this grass. Maybe we can line him up on this corner. Hold up. Let's do that, actually. It seems like it's got to be center of the block. No, he just gets out of there. Come on now. There's just enough room for him to get out. Can we do a fence right there, maybe? He still gets out! Bro, he's got, like, just barely enough room to get out of here. Okay, we're gonna do a wall on this. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. No. Come on now. Wall. Okay. He really should have the ability to just eat. Please. I beg you. There's a simple solution to this, but we just ain't got it yet. Not hungry. I refuse to accept that. I refuse to accept that as a possibility. What is up with the Enderman? We're so close. We're so close. Does he really have to be in the middle of a block for it? If he has to be in the middle of a block... No, he did it! Wow, okay, he's just incredibly... Maybe the other methods worked as well, but he's just so incredibly picky. Like, maybe it's not even the fact that it wasn't working, it was just, like, not enough time. That was on 5 times speed, though. Oh, eating cakes is an interesting one for alignment. Let's go ahead and... shear him. I don't think he's gonna eat this one. If he does, that would be convenient, though. Let's put this to a higher speed. 10 times speed. 1 billion times speed! What you doing? What you doing, buddy? I haven't noticed that. Okay, so he's not eating this right one. Interesting. He should still have the ability to get sheared by all of these. Let's kill... How are we gonna align this? Can we do like a glass pane? Is this all we need? What if we just push him into this corner? Because that would still technically work. Give him some time to eat. Hey, okay. That works. Let's try removing these walls. Can he... Is there like a gap that he can get through? No. Yes. Okay. Next question. He's not gonna fall down. Yes. Yes. Okay. I think we have it, everybody. I think we have it. We need to test each one of our dispensers. Which side was our mud on? Or I guess dirt. Doesn't really matter. We had dirt right. Oh no, we can't get the dirt block in there now? Did he fall down or something? We'll push the dirt block up. That's what we'll do. We'll push the dirt block up. That's fine. That's whatever. Yeah, we'll push the dirt block up. Yeah, so now he's like on that, and then we'll bone meal it. Okay, and then let's try this. Right, so the bottom one isn't going to work because he's a block too high, but now when you drop him down... No. Why no? Wait, I'm looking at the... that should work. The bottom one doesn't get him? Well, come on now. Why bottom no ding? Come on. Come on now. That's uncalled for. I guess we can try pushing him back in a little bit. There we go. Hopefully that works. We should make sure that he can still eat. Come on now. Come on now. Go ahead and eat that there grass, will you? Yeah, the dispensers all have stuff in them. They're all pick blocked, so yeah. Also, we proved that they had stuff in them when we sheared the sheep when he dropped down. Come on, you want to eat that grass. Why is this so difficult? I feel like it should just work. It should just work. They really have to be in the exact correct orientation. Like, down to the millimeter. I didn't think it would be this precise. I was like, oh, yeah, no, if they're, like, you know, if they're within, like, you know, half a block of some grass, I figured they would just, like, eat that thing. Just nom nom. Tasty grass. Only the best for these sheep. And then we get here and it's like, I don't know about that. But like he's in between two blocks right now, so maybe that's our problem. We need to like. Did we confirm that he has to be like lined up? Because I thought we tried lining up on some gates or some shelves and that like didn't do it. So being lined up like this, oh, it does work. Oh, I see. So now you're just okay. So he's just being a pain. That's all it is. That's what it is. He's just stupid. That's acceptable, I guess. Yeah, well, he's too high up in there right now. So we're gonna obviously we're gonna drop him down. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Dang, don't worry about it. This one doesn't need to exist. Yeah. So now the bottom. What? Wait, did we already figure this one out earlier? I feel like we figured this out earlier. Cause wait, no, we did this earlier. Yeah, no, the minecart moves them up. That's right. Yeah, the minecart moves them up so that they can't be sheared. Okay. That's right. We did figure this out earlier. Yeah. So then at that point we have to change up what we're doing. I mean, we could use. No, we can't use the lead. Can't use the lead. What's our next block choice? Oh, I feel like anything we do to drop them down is gonna push the minecart. Hmm. I'm sounding like a villager over here now. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? So our current solution is grindstone. What can we get that's shorter than grindstone? This water's kind of glitchy. Enchanting table will be pretty expensive. Obvious answer is like slab. I think it's gonna be too low. Chest is higher. Cake is an interesting idea from earlier. Is this higher than a slab? No. Slightly lower. Yeah. Guys. That's all I got for you right now. Let's use a dried gas, but it's got to be waterlogged, so that's not going to work. Very temporary farm. Got to rebuild it every 20 minutes. Lectern. I think a lectern's like a full tall. It's like 1 pixel down. I don't think that's shorter than this though. It's slightly taller than that. So we need something slightly shorter than a grindstone. I mean, the stone cutter is the other option. Every time I look for a stone cutter, I type in stone. It's just like a billion things. But like that's quite the difference. The other option was the lightning rod. This is like quite a bit shorter. A little bit higher than a stone cutter though. Typicals don't work on Bedrock. That's a Java thing. Bed. Bed is just like, oh, it's the same as the stone cutter. Get out of bed, right into a stone cutter. These should really damage the player and mobs, by the way. Just throwing that out there. Let's see. What other blocks are in this game? Is there even blocks in this game? I mean, there's the amethyst, but are these the right? Oh, that's so much lower. Yeah, unless we do like a sideways one, right? Is that right? Hold up. This is 1 pixel lower, guys. Snow layers don't work. You can't waterlog them. Yeah, we need something that we can waterlog. This might work. It's gotta be on the side of a block. And then I feel like it's not gonna work though, because we're gonna drop the minecart in there. It's gonna be touching the water, and it's gonna be like, nope. Oh, it does barely work. That's crazy, actually. Okay. Well, we can buy ourselves 1 pixel of room. That's probably about the best we're gonna get is 1 pixel of room. Dripstone. I was looking at it. I was like, well, maybe. Let's see. 1 singular pixel of room. It's all we can afford. We're working on the case of like pixels right now. On the scale of a singular pixel. Okay, let's see. No, because then it like falls into oh wait, hold up. Wrong side, wrong side. Boom. And I think the minecart might just fall between these though. Unless we put the minecart like right in that corner. Oh, we're so close. We're so close to this. You guys see the vision, right? The vision is like so close to being a reality. But so far away. It's not waterlogged. Is that going to be a problem? No. Okay, great. Boom. Get in there. So now it works. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Sea lanterns are a full block, and you can't waterlog them. Okay. Great. So we have a solution, everybody. We have a solution. That's definitely gonna let us push back right there. I guess we keep those fences right there. It doesn't really have any reason not to be. Okay then. So now we could do 2 water sources, or we could just let this thing kind of flow to the corner, to the edge, like this. Then all those items would kind of fall down and just be good to go. And then this would be our water stream right here. And then that leaves us a little bit of room to play with for some redstone. I have 3 different dispensers in the inventory. We needed those. Okay. That helps. That helps. Nice. Not so bad. Oh, so much trial and error goes into like literally every single build. Doesn't matter how small it is. Lanterns. Lanterns is a good idea, actually. We didn't think about lanterns. It's 1 pixel down, actually. This might work. 1 pixel down. Kind of hard to tell. Oh, wait. I'm trying to compare to grindstone. Never mind. I was comparing to stonecutter. Well, yeah, never mind. What else? Was there another suggestion? Because amethyst clusters are kind of annoying, to be real. If there was another idea, that would be sweet. Enchanting table might, like, legitimately be easier to get. It's 1 pixel lower. Mob heads is way worse. Let's try this. I'm at some point this minecart's gonna flow away. It does work with enchanting tables. I mean, shoot. I mean, you have your option, I guess. Wait, you can waterlog these, right? Yes, that one's waterlogged. Heavy cord. Get out of the chat. Let's see. You tried the lightning rod? Yeah, lightning rod's too low. Yeah, so that'll work. Should I say again a bunch? Will that help you guys think? It's your turn to start thinking this live stream. I've done all the thinking I can think. But yeah, these are way lower. But there is the sideways mounted version of it, which I think is a bit higher. It's actually the same height. I mean, you could use wither skulls if you want to. It might be might be easier. I mean, there's also conduits I feel like are worse than mob heads. But these don't place on the sides of blocks like player heads do, or mob heads. And oh wait, copper golem. Hold up. Wait. No, this is a block. This is a pixel higher. Hanging sign is still a full block. Although, wait, it's on the side of it. Wait, there's multiple different ways of doing that. This build could require copper golems. That would be kind of funny. Oh. It's a pixel higher. This is no, it's flush with the top. There's the hanging version of it, but that's difficult to arrange, isn't it? What's the hitbox of this? Oh, wait, you can't stand on that? Oh. That's boring. You can't stand on this? It's got like this whole thing. You can just straight up like walk through this. Okay, well, that's kind of pointless. Could have been cool. Faster wolf farm? Yes, much faster. Theoretical limits of 180,000 an hour with 1 sheep. Theoretical. That's not like practical uses though. Yeah, only sideways ones has collisions. What else is there? Let's look through every block of the game. Obviously not trapdoors, not panes, not ladders, not scaffolding, not slabs, not the grates, not the carpets. Not the soul sands or soils or muds. Cactuses are out of the question. We got, that's a full block. These are all full blocks. None of these things have hitboxes. Bamboo is a full block tall and it grows, which is annoying, but we could stop that pretty easy. That's a full block tall. The amethyst shards are a good idea. Might be what we stick with. Cobwebs wouldn't work. Freaking gravity, man. Ooh, skulk. This would power things. I wouldn't really want to use this. People always complain about needing skulk too. But these are significantly lower. These are like half slab height. Oh, now I gotta scroll all the way back down. Whose smart idea was that? Where even was that? I feel like we just got through like half the items in the game. Sniffer egg, those hatch, you can't use those. And portal frame, I might be able to get away with that one. Yeah, all the way down here, jeez. Tipped arrows, a bunch of stews. These are all just items. There's so many potions. They should remove some potions. We did try lanterns already. Candles, we didn't try those. This is gonna be pretty short though. Didn't we try lecterns? Also flower pots. Bob heads and lightning rods. Bell? Bell we didn't use. And that's I mean daylight sensors is too short. That's everything in the game. Anvil. Anvil has a flat top. Yeah, we already tried lectern. Is this just it's 1 pixel higher than it's really hard to tell. But it's like 1 pixel higher. This is like slab height. Yeah, it's lower than that. Bell is an interesting idea. That is 1 pixel higher, but what about when it's on the side? Oh, that's full block. Interesting. You would think I would have like one of those infinite staircases that like just like has every block in the game like lined up with all the heights. Maybe we should make one of those. That's a good thing to do. Candles are so much lower. Like you would be surprised how often you need something like that. That's significantly lower. That's not gonna happen. Yeah, I need to steal a picture of that off of Google and build it. He's got to include the copper golem though. I mean, I feel like we're doing pretty good with the amethyst cluster. It's not like horrible. Brewing stand. We didn't think about brewing stand. Brewing stand's pretty accessible. What about this? That is a pixel higher, so that is the same as grindstone, wouldn't it be? Yeah, that'd be the same as grindstone. Yeah, same as grindstone. Turtle egg. They get crushed is the annoying thing about turtle eggs. So there's not really anything else we found that is the same height as the amethyst crystal. Although we can go as low as the enchanting table. I mean, how much lower can we go? How much lower can we go? What's lower than this? What's lower than enchanting table? Bell, it's not bell. What's lower than enchanting table? I mean, stonecutter is obviously too low, right? I mean, at that point, it's definitely gonna like we're definitely gonna have the cart start flying out. Yeah, so we need something taller than enchanting, or like the same height as enchanting table. Play limbo. Yeah, what Minecraft blocks are the same? Excuse me, same height as enchanting table. Taboo. 7 is cocoa beans. Cocoa beans. We didn't think about that. Cocoa beans is easier. But can you waterlog those? You can't waterlog those. Interesting. Aura, welcome back. Yeah, CPOs don't work. What's Next shortest after enchanting table. Yeah, bed. According to Google. It bounces and then flows off. Yeah, so enchanting table is pretty much as low as we can go. Sideways chain. Yeah, sideways chain is still gonna be about the same as this though. It's not gonna be good enough. Because that's a little bit lower than lightning rod. Okay. I think we'll stick with the amethyst shard. That seems reasonable to me. Amethyst shard isn't so bad. We can work with amethyst shard. Yeah, amethyst shard isn't so bad. Hopper is a full block on top. Also, not helpful when we are having bajillions of items being produced. But yeah, technically the middle center of it's like lower, but it's not helpful for really anything. Right, so we're gonna go ahead and break out this, put in some dry grass, make sure this guy eats it. He should be fine. It can take quite a while, but yeah, there we go. Okay, so he eats it. We need to make sure that each one of these works. All right, we got to drop him down first. Boom, still works. That shears. Okay, good. And then that one shears. Okay, good. And then that one shears. Okay, good. I'm just going to keep saying that 3 more times until we've confirmed it all. We haven't tried this left side yet. But in theory, it should still work. That one still shears? Okay, good. That was that was the big test right there. No, bro, come on. What'd you have to do that for? Bro had to like go out and ruin the whole day. Ruin the whole dang on thing. Whoop, there we go. Okay. Oh no, it's gonna be lined up with this. Ooh. I'm certain that I'll find like a better solution to this off stream. You know how it goes. Trying to multitask. There we go. Okay. Which one were we on? Middle? There we go. Okay, all 6 of them do work. That's great. We love to see it, everybody. So that is essentially the final everything that we need for this to work. Go ahead and block this entire thing up. So basically, no matter where items spawn in here, they should all fall down. We're going to have ourselves a dirt right here. This will have our dry grass on it. Could also be on this side, I suppose. Maybe we'll leave both of these out here and see what happens. Okay. And now let's go test this thing out. And I want to see, ideally, where items land and how those items end up around the world. In hopefully everything lands exactly down here. I'm assuming that we'll have some land right here, and I'm hoping that we don't have any land over there. That's what we're going for right now. You'll see what makes this one faster. So we're gonna give this like 10 seconds, and then you'll see exactly why this is a faster wool farm. You'll see. You'll see. Give it a minute. Lack of hygiene. Hi. Yeah, we're trying to get 6 dispensers. Corner of a mud block. I didn't think about them eating through the thing, though. Through the back edge of it. That's interesting. That is interesting. Okay, let's go load this up. Feel that lag? That's all the goodness. All the goodness of items. Okay, so this is exactly what I thought would happen. So we had some land right here, so we can't use that spot. Don't even want to use it. Stinky bad spot. And then... Brilliant. Okay, so now all of our items land down here, and then we can punch that out real quick. We can see how much wool we got from that. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 stacks of wool. 1 sheep. Oh, wait, there's more. 10 stacks of wool. Oh, never mind. That was like double. It was like 20 stacks, probably. We deleted some from being uncreative. I thought I was picking it all up. What are my next tutorial ideas? I got 3. Gold Farm's going to be the next one. That should be out this week. It's like 50,000 items an hour. Pretty decent. Okay, this is looking pretty good, everybody. This is looking pretty good. Now that you mentioned it, hygiene, I want to try getting these guys to eat through the other side of the block. So we're gonna have a mud right here. This is where they're gonna sit. Boom, boom, boom. And then I want them to be in a cart still. Although they don't necessarily have to be in a cart, right? Although I want to get 6 dispensers, so that kind of requires cart alignment. Okay, let's put some dry grass right here. I don't think he's going to be able to eat that. But maybe. It ain't broke, don't fix it. No, I mean, I continuously do that with all my builds, though. Yeah, it uses a trunk border. Yeah, exactly like sand dupers. Yeah. It's not even new sand dupers. This has been like, this is years and years and years old. This is old tech. I have videos on SimTick farms from like maybe 2019, 2018, like a long time. This is old technology. But it's good. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I mean, they haven't fixed it, so obviously we should use it. I think those videos are just called zero tick, because like SimTick wasn't really like a term that we used. Yeah, see, he's not eating it. Not eating it. Now... Yeah, he is picky. I mean, the ideal situation is like kind of what we already have. I mean, the alignment on this one is so annoying. I have to say, genuinely annoyance. Annoyance level like 1,000. Like actually though, kind of pretty dumb. Like when it comes to building this, because you have to like get the sheep in there and like drop it in there and like all that stuff. But I mean, maybe it's not so bad. I mean, you could probably use a minecart to like, get them in there. You might be able to do it. Now the question is, can you bone meal the block that this is on, or do you have to bone meal it like directly? I think you have to bone meal it directly to get it to spread. Yeah, unless you can like do it like this. Nah, you have to bone meal it directly. Okay. Yeah, I kind of knew that. I knew that already. What's my favorite sheep color? Pink. I'm gonna be generic today. Pink sheep are good sheep. So we have to push this one in from the bottom, otherwise it's gonna like mess up the alignment. And then he's gotta be pushed in like this, and then off of this we're gonna just run up a couple of redstone torches, I think. So that should turn off. And this is gonna then turn it on. And again, remember this is a single cell. Bone meal. And then we could just like run a hopper minecart above this or something. Yeah, see, that'll work. So as soon as this goes up, not as soon as, but like a couple ticks later, boom, it powers this bone meal dispenser, so it automatically puts this guy out there. And then you're gonna have to manually look at your sheep and see when they regrow. Unless we wanted to use like a skulk catalyst or calibrated skulk sensor, that's the one. To like detect each one of these and make like a blah blah blah. But yeah. And then I'm also going to install a lever system on the back of this as well. That way you can toggle which of your slices you want to be powered. I think that'll be smart. And then this right here would actually be the dry grass of the next section. So like that's perfect. These are actually 3-block tileable, 3 wide tileable. That's pretty good. That's pretty good actually. Now, I really do not like the alignment system that we have going on right here. That's genuinely pretty annoying. But I think it's okay. And now we have another limitation. So this right here is going to be the line of the next farm. Right? Or like this is the next farm right here. So we can't build anything past this point. And we can't build anything past this line. So it's 3 wide. And then it repeats. Now, what I want to do is I want to have a way to restock these dispensers automatically, which means that we need hoppers on the sides. But we can't do that side. Which means that we're going to have to do hoppers into the back. So it's going to be like this, redstone on top. And then we're going to have to use target blocks below. Or, no, we can get away with no target blocks. We can get away with that. We will have to do double repeaters, though. And then we just need to run this redstone up, so... Easy. Yeah, just like that. Okay, so this would be the entire redstone of the build. And then we still need a way to toggle this. We're just going to pretend like our main redstone line comes out like over here. Give ourselves some room to work with. So the obvious way to toggle this would be to have a sticky piston break the redstone line. Concerned about powering the hoppers? No, these are going to be restocking shears so infrequently that it's like totally fine. Now you could run a rail line above this, which means that this is a little bit of a problem. I think we can just run this down like this anyway. That's not going to power that, is it? Well, no, that's not going to power that either, bro. Come on. Yeah, there is some bugs where like redstone appears to be redirected, but it's actually not. Like if we did this right here, you see that it appears to be redirected, but it still powers that. But it only applies to pistons, I think. It doesn't do everything else. Right. So what if we just like unretracted this block right here? We can just have this be like the on-off lever for this. And then our redstone line coming in from the rest of the build would run right here. Boom. And then this would be the entire module, basically. And then any wool colors that you don't want, you would just unflick this. And then I would personally put a lamp on this. That way you can tell from a distance. Or like put it right there. Boom. Target blocks also lie about redirection? Bro. I thought they fixed that. There's been quite a few bugs with target blocks. How do we test this? What am I doing? Oh my god, they do! How have they not fixed things like this? I mean, come on, it's been actually years. Like legitimately years. Thoughts on the... Bro, I do not care in the slightest. Why would you watch 4 hours of ranting ramblings when you could watch 3 hours of me rambling and ranting and raging? I feel like that's a clear dichotomy. Maybe that's why we have so many viewers tonight. Everyone's like, bruh, I'm not putting up with that. Okay, so we can get rid of this right now. Yeah, I usually don't tune in for that anyway, so. I can't get battles. Bro, you don't know that. Bro, you see these VIP badges in the... Well, I guess you don't have them on YouTube, but on the Twitch chat, that's just as good, man. Just as good. Okay, so I feel like we're pretty well refined on this right now. We're going to go ahead and count across this real quick. So this is a 48 block stretch of line that we have right here to play with. And each one of these is 3 blocks wide. So, pop quiz, how many segments can we fit across here? How do you do the math for that? I know I sound like a dummy asking that question, but I am stupid. You should know this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, I thought it was 16. Yeah, because 16 times 3 is 48, obviously. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're not supposed to do math on stream. That's actually literally perfect. That is literally perfect. 16 colors of sheep. Watch, next update's gonna add like a 17th sheep just to mess with me. But that is literally perfect. Is that something I said? That's a 2026 quote right there. State of the wolf are. Light blue wool, yeah. Dark blue wool, bro. Oh shoot. Oh, I've played so much Terraria back in the day. 2016, man. I got Terraria when it was free on Xbox Live on the Xbox 360. I know life that game. I did so much tech in that game too, man. I want to do a showcase of my Terraria base one day because I'm still pretty happy with it. I need to get that onto computer. If anyone knows how to get a Terraria Xbox 360 save converted to PC, that would be sweet. That would be so cool. Or Xbox One save because they made conversion. They did that. Man, we hacked out the wazoo back in the day on Terraria. There is, bro, we had stacks of 20,000 platinum. We had stacks of 20,000 of everything. We had stacks of 20,000 Terrablades, man. We had all the illegal dev items, bro. We had all the good stuff. We had all the goodies, man. Did I Google it? I did years ago, and there wasn't one. So now I'm asking you to Google it. Man, we had such good times on Terraria. That's like peak gaming days right there. When everybody got Terraria for free on 360, man, it was popping off. Met some cool friends doing that because he had like open lobbies and stuff. It was good. Minecart and waterlog sign. No, we tried the sign. So the thing that's happening right here. Excuse me, sir. Please leave. So the thing that's happening is he's floating on the sideways amethyst crystal that drops the guy down just far enough. That way he is still able to be sheared by all 6 of these, but not be in the water. And then all the items get collected by the water. They fall down right here, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. That's about it. That's about all there is to it. And then this is just going to be our water stream that goes out of here this direction. Why is that water going back up? What you doing there? Yeah, I might need to change up a little bit this redstone, but that's fine. We could even make the we can make the items fall out on this line right here actually. Which would be yikes. No, we can't because the next dirt is going to be right here. I mean, we could just drop them down a block further, to be fair. Like, that's fine, too. Tutorial win. Probably, like, within the next 2 weeks, most likely, for this one. But it's not done yet, right? It's not done. This week, I'll have the gold farm tutorial out. I hope. What day is it? Tuesday? Oh my god, I still gotta finish that up. And then make some refinements on that. We're supposed to mess with that tonight. I didn't think this would take 3 hours. I never do. Everything takes 3 hours at minimum to, like, figure out. Yeah, everything. March 2026 trailer for Minecraft Live tomorrow. That'd be nice. Internet says it's not possible. It should be possible. Did I duck it? No. I'm good. I don't know. Am I good? I don't know. I'm crashing out over here because of sheep. Because of sheep. But yeah, if we put this up real quick. Hold up, let's just do that. Then he should be able to eat that. We're going to speed up the game a little bit because I don't have patience. No patience. There we go. But yeah, now you're free to reset this. So we would just have like a single redstone line that powers all of our pistons. And that would kind of do it. I don't think items would fall on this. So it would just be like this. And then actually that wouldn't work. Actually. Well, shoot, Sonny. What are we gonna do about that instead? I mean, we could do a target block right there. That's stupid though. Why would you do that? Why would you ever use a target block when you could instead not do a target block? How about that? Roasted. So next piston would be right here, I believe. Yeah, and then it would just, yeah, that makes sense. 2 block gap between everything. Gonna have to handicam that Terraria footage, right? I do technically still have a Elgato capture card, HDMI, that I used for recording Xbox One videos. Man, that thing, oh my god, it was such a pain. I don't remember the specifics about it, but that was one of the most painful recording processes ever, to use a capture card for console footage. Oh my god, dude, that was so bad. It wasn't. Ugh. I've been through some things. I had a couple years there where it was just like the worst possible methodology ever of recording and editing and publishing videos. Like recording on an Xbox and that's all you have, genuine nightmare. Maybe it's better nowadays, but I doubt it. Right. So I would like to figure out a way that is better than this one, because this is decent, but I do not like the finely tuned manipulation of alignment, nor do I like the minecart. I do kind of like this. Like, this isn't horrible, actually, but we need a way for him to eat the thing. So, if we can move him like a block forward, actually, I mean, that might actually kind of solve some of our problems. Now, that might actually be a good idea. Hold up. Let's try that. Let's try being good at Minecraft. Because my worst fear is like I make the entire video and then I think of like a 6 times better way to do it like the day after I publish. I'm like, no, no, or like someone says something like offhanded in the comments and I'm like, wait a second, that would actually work. Oh my god, no, why did I not do that? Why did I not do that? Yeah, hasn't really happened before that I can remember. Maybe I blocked it out. I probably blocked it out. Also, this guy's just kind of stupid. Why doesn't he float up? Why don't you float up? Get up there. Get up there. Also, you are in the wrong block. I want you right here, actually. Okay, and then we're just gonna try pushing him in there. I don't know, man. What do you want from me? Yeah, I mean, it's been like 10 years since I had record on an Xbox, but back in my day, bro, it was not good. Not good. I kind of doubt it's improved at all, to be completely, wholly honest with you. So I want that water to be flowing diagonally. Push them into the corner. How do we achieve diagonal water in Minecraft? Trick question. There is no diagonals. There we go. Okay. So now the question is, can he eat anything? Oh, thank you, Minecraft. What? You were on to me. You want money, personally. Well, that's, I mean, that's fair. Yeah, no, that's reasonable. I accept that. Get this guy a medal. That's a crazy idea. Hold up. Can I get on that bandwagon? What's happening? Well, sign me up for that. Let's. Is that gonna work? Maybe. No, now he's up there. Well, let's try the shear. We're gonna get serious over here. He's probably not gonna eat this stuff, is he? Now there is another idea that I've had this entire time. I've not said anything because no one's mentioned it. Dedicated video to attribute swapping above versions. I don't think it's really a thing on Bedrock. Not that I've heard of. Because you don't need it for the shear, the spear. The shear? The spear is swapping. Okay, so do you guys know something about boats? Tell me what you know about boats right now in the chat. Let me know. I need to know if you know this about boats. It's kind of a niche thing, but I need you to tell me if you know this about boats. I'm not going to tell you what it is before you tell me if you know about it. They go fast and ice. That's a good thing to know. That's a good thing to know. Boats float with goats. That's also a good thing to know. Points for rhyming. Points for rhyming. You would have more points if there was also reason, because rhyming reason is a good thing, mostly because of alliteration. Let's see, is this gonna fall? It does. Okay, we need something slightly larger, like a pane. It's an achievement. It is an achievement. To get a boat and a float with a goat. To float in a boat with a goat. Is this gonna work? No, it's slightly too. Fence. I think fence would have to do it. Fence would be better anyway. Or not, I guess. Second account? That doesn't count. How about we just cheese it? How about that? Also, this janky movement with the boats. Look how choppy this is. Oh god, it's so bad. You try and like go backwards or something. Apparently that's fixed next update. What kind of wool farm is this? It's a sim tick wool farm. HP infinity. That's a great thing to know, unfortunately. Yeah. You got me on that one. So the thing about boats is that items fall through them. And so does experience, actually, which is a heavily underutilized feature of boats. But mobs don't fall through boats. Like, you can stand on a boat if you're a mob. It's kind of a very incredibly niche thing, but sometimes you gotta use incredibly niche things to get good at Minecraft. So that's gonna be way too high up for the guy to handle. Let's try... We might need to move those lower dispensers up by block. Get in the boat. He did not... He refused to get into the boat. Sir, get into the boat! What now? There we go. Is that gonna work? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so... Oh my god, is he like perfectly level? Perfectly level. Let's try this. This could technically work. Don't I have a lever somewhere? What's happening? Where art thou, lever? It doesn't work! Alt equals a filter? It kinda does. Have you guessed that through experience? They should. Yeah, it's an entity. I don't think normal mobs like stand on top of a gas though. Do they? I think it's just like a player thing. Well, we're literally a pixel short, which is kind of silly, but that's fine. We can float the boat on top of another thing. But it's got to be like out. It's got to be out here. I mean, could we just try a boat with this instead? Would that be better? A boat seems like it would be easier than a minecart. Because that probably has like a different hitbox attribute than the grindstone. So the question is now, like, does this lower one work? And if not, then sadness. It doesn't work. Okay. I mean, what was our other solution then? Because we really don't want the boat getting caught by the water. Our other solution was the amethyst. Amethyst. I always forgot how to spell it. There we go. Yeah, so that'll work, and then obviously that's good enough for the top one too. Okay, so now the question is, can we get this guy to eat this? Because it's going to be a lot easier to align a boat than it is a minecart, because you can actually get into the boat and like steer it yourself. You don't have to do anything silly. Now, do you think the facing direction of the sheep matters? Or thirst? Yeah, that's how you say it. Gone for nearly 3 hours. May as well make it a 6-hour stream now. I mean, you got me there. We're halfway there. You know, we're like a quarter of the way to a 12-hour stream. I mean, we may as well just do it. Jankiest possible movement. Love to see it. Okay. Now, this is a silly question, but these are gonna shear the... Okay, so he will eat it. It's gonna... Oh my god. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was like, man, can we go back to the lead audio? Yeah, if you got a quarter of a 12-hour stream, they may as well go for 24 hours. I mean, I'm agreeing with you guys. Yeah. Remarkable ideas. Where's my shelf at? I want a shelf. Everybody deserves a nice shelf. I feel like that should be in the Constitution. Human right. Okay. Can I get another shelf right here? Oh, I can't get another shelf. Boats are just a little bit too fat, you know? Gotta go on a diet. Maybe it's the sheep that's too fat. No, that seems like a... Wait, hold up. That's not right. Can a boat fit through there? Oh, no, it can't. Wow, this movement is so bad. This is so choppy. And that didn't feel so bad, though. Okay. So that's not gonna happen, but that's fine. This is pretty easy to align, actually. Right, let's try this. Is this simpler than this one? I feel like yes, clearly and obviously. Try to shear the sheep at 72 blocks and some distance forward, or do the same as a sandpaper. I mean, that's basically what we're doing. That's what we're doing here. I need to make a sand duper tutorial as well, or like a gravity block. Gravity there duper. I have like a couple from a couple years ago, but the drip leaf one is kind of really bad. It still works though, as far as I know. Hasn't been fixed. Sir, I would appreciate it if you ate that grass. Eat it. Eat it real quick. Num num. Ain't got all day. So you gonna eat it? What if we... That was on 10 times speed, by the way. What if we put it right here? You are capable of eating the grass, right? Trapdoor on one side? Oh, that would work. Yeah, that'd probably work. We'd have to do 2 trapdoors, and we're powering the top dispenser's hard power, so just end up flipping the trapdoor a bunch. Maybe that's okay. We could just find a way to power it. Just put a lever right there. He is not eating thy grass. Oh, this is a good bug. We like this bug. Solid bug right here. I thought they fixed this bug. Oh, you know what? I think they fixed it in the, I think they fixed it in the beta. Check out this. This is the best thing you've seen all day, everybody. That's not what I tried to do. Boom, get in the boat, and it's just void. This is fantastic. I love this bug so much. This has been around for actually quite a while, and it just is great in every way. How do things like this happen? If this was on Java Edition, it'd be gone in like half a day, but now it's been around for at least like 2 years. Good stuff. Whoop. Bye. Right, what was I trying to do? I was trying to achieve something with that. I guess I'm falling through the world. Let's see if he will eat some grass. Does he still have to be like in the center of a block? I agree though. Being able to fit a boat down in between 2 shelves like this would actually be pretty cool, because they need to do an ice highway like this. It'd be like nice little railings. But now you have to do like 3 wide. It's just, I don't, it doesn't feel the same. Doesn't feel the same. I still think he has to be in the middle of a block, man. Seems like he has to be in the middle of a block. Oh! Okay. Interesting. Are there fewer devs or something? Not as far as I'm aware. I don't think Mojang's had any layoffs. Which is kind of surprising, honestly. Because the whole gaming industry is just like on fire constantly. Phil Spencer, the lead guy of Xbox, just like retired after 38 years, or maybe he was 39. Either way, a lot of years, multiple years, in fact. Some would say in too many. Not me. I think he was cool. But yeah, he's like that guy. Phil Spencer left, and then someone else left, like one of the leads of Xbox or something, or one of the higher up people. I didn't recognize the name of it. I forget their name already. But they're gone too now, and it's just like, dang, bro, what's happening? Everybody's leaving. I feel like we're gonna have items land right there. If I could get a glass pane right here or something, that would be sweet, actually. Anything I can do? Oh, I can do that. Brilliant. Okay, so that would help redirect some of those items. Will the bamboo raft be any different? Oh, that's actually an interesting question, because it is different. Yeah, it is different, actually. I think it's different because mobs, like, sit in a different... Oh, wow, look at that. They sit way higher up. Interesting. Is that useful? Chat, is that useful? I mean, hold up. So, maybe it would be useful. They sit incredibly way higher up. I mean, if we could... I'm really in favor of the lead idea. I think that would be cool. How's this farm supposed to work? So you stand over there, you run a redstone line, you have a clock happen that powers dispensers. The sheep are on unloaded chunks, and then the dispensers just keep shearing away until you load the sheep, and then the sheep updates and it loses its wool. But until you load it, you can just get infinite wool out of it. It's great. We love it. Best thing in regards to wool that's ever done a wool. Okay, so this is the hitbox of the raft right here. So we have to find a way to drop that down. See, then you get into the, like, I want to be able to float this across the ceiling. We need to be able to shear just the sheep. But you kind of need to be able to shear the entire hitbox of the sheep. Like, that's not enough hitbox to get 3 dispensers in there. And even if it was, the bottom dispenser would hit the boat. But we could definitely get 2 dispensers in there. We could definitely get 2 dispensers in there. I think we would drop this down to like a carpet layer. Yeah, see, now that's not going to be able to cut the shears. Oh, but then the top one isn't going to work. Dang, bro. We could get a couple more pixels. What's slightly, ever so slightly higher than a carpet? More shear per volume sheep. Yeah, we're trying to get 6 dispensers per sheep. Because, like, you may as well just go for it. I feel like that's the maximum we're going to get. Snow layers, I mean, I don't think they do. It's been a suggestion all night, and I've been ignoring it because I didn't think it worked. Not ignoring it, but, like, you know, kind of. But also, we need the items to, like, fall through here. Really, what we're kind of going about this the wrong way, actually. We need to be pulling these sheep up to the ceiling. Oh, repeater is actually a great suggestion. Yeah, repeater's a great suggestion. But yeah, no, we're going about this the wrong way, actually, because we're going to be tying the sheep to the ceiling because we don't want any blocks underneath them. So we need this in reverse. Okay, so that would actually work, I believe. If we were able to do it this way. Can we still do... You can. And does that... It does. Are we sure? Hold up. Not sure if that's landing on the wall or not. It's definitely landing on the repeater. Okay. Yeah, so we need to pull these guys up against the ceiling. Ignores us. Well, you know... Just a little bit. Just sometimes. Just a couple. You can't sue me for that. I think grindstone's the best we're gonna get because it's like literally two pixels. Unless you guys can think of a better block than that, but it's kind of very difficult to find something with the bottom being like short. Where is... They made it so you can't use the walls anymore. Wait, hold up. Okay, hold up. We're still troubleshooting testing. Let's try that. Oh, he just oh. That useful? Interesting. Interesting. Uh I might be able to work with that. Hmm. Not quite what I expect. I thought the hitbox of the sheep would stop it, but I was thinking carpet, but trapdoor would also work. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna do a suspended carpet, but I think trapdoor would work. Because as long as we don't have anything coming above this layer, of any hitbox of the boat coming above that layer, then I think we'll be good. Let's oh, excuse me. That's not gonna happen. Let's just push it against a block. Okay, see that's too much. We need something. I think a slab would probably do it. Yeah, let's try a slab. Or you know, the double trapdoor idea might also work. Oh, that was the top of it. Never mind. Interesting. We're finding out and discovering right now, and that's all you can really hope for with one of these streams. That's kind of the whole point. Mess around and discover. Okay. So nothing. It doesn't come above this block. Okay. But the thing is that now you're only gonna get 1 dispenser. I mean 2 probably. But then you're also not really gonna have a way to like feed the guy. But this is interesting. It's interesting, nonetheless. Because then you could just, you'd have to flow out some water, like water dispenser. Flow it out, push all the items across. But it's interesting. That's all I can really say about it. Yeah, because you can't have this one work, right? Wrong block. Yeah, that doesn't work. Interesting. You also can't use anything above them. They all have to be on the one side. Fascinating. Fascinating. Well, I guess they don't have to be on the one side. We could do a corner. I mean, if we had dispensers like this, we could probably find a way to get 12 dispensers per sheep, but it would only be one sheep. That would be interesting as well. Because then you could just re-dye it. I do like that. What would be the shortest path? I think you would do it on this corner, because this is like shortest path to middle. I mean, that would be interesting. A double shearing efficiency. Double shearing efficiency. But I do really like this modular design as well. Maybe we could do 2 tutorials. I mean, that's fair, right? Is 2 2 is allowed? I've never made one of these. Let's do 5 of them. Turn this into the new raid farm, man. Make 12 versions. Surprisingly, the old wool farm that I made has 128,000 views. It's only from like 10 months ago as well. It's pretty good. For a wool farm? Like, come on, man. Yeah, you can enchant the shears, but why would you bother? It's shears. It's like 2 iron. Just get an iron farm, right? Auto crafter. Boom, ready to go. Not even a problem. It's because wool's cool and I'm cool. Oh, thanks, Uwu. Right. So this concept right here does work, right? We confirm that this works. We confirm. Wait, did we confirm that each one of these does the thing? Okay, that's good. Let's actually go ahead and summon. No, I think we have to regrow it because it's gonna be kind of hard to get a new one into that boat. Let's see. Sir, I need you. Eat the grass. Silk touch shears so you can get the sheep block, bro. I laugh too much about that. That's bad. That's a bad joke, and you know it's a bad joke, but I fully approve of that joke. Okay, this seems like a much better way of doing it than what we had before with the minecart. It just seems better than the minecart one. Any objections? Not to like slander the minecart or anything, but I mean, kind of a little bit. Because this one just like, I mean, look at that. It's like, nasty, gross. Icky. It just feels icky, you know? The download is in the Amalek's Discord. It's not in my Discord. They have a channel that's made for that stuff. We're gonna go ahead and grab a diamond block. That's for the World Eater. It's not technically a quarry because the quarry collects the blocks. World Eater just breaks them. I have to, like, because I do so many iterations, I always have to mark my, like, good ones with, like, a diamond block. Or I'll do gold for, like, the kind of okay sort of working ones. Or we'll do, like, a red one for, like, problematic ones. This is interesting, but it's not good. Which one? We're working on this one right now. Right, so I actually do want to wire this up real quick. And I want to run it and see if we lose items on this right here. Now, I also want to set block of glass pane underneath this right here. Oh my god, it's Y67. God, can't get away from it, man. It's the new 37. You just can't get away with it. See it everywhere. Yeah, that's fine. You'll just boat the boat in there. That'll be okay. Oh, you're on iOS. You should just be able to like import it. iOS is silly though. You might have to like unzip it and then put it in your worlds folder. Yeah, and I think your problem is that you're playing on an iPhone. To be real, that could be part of the problem. But if you, I mean, I'm sure there's like if you just Google how to like import MC World file into Minecraft on iOS, it should be super easy. In theory, it should be super easy. Yeah, not to like bash on iPhone too much, but just a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna run this real quick and see what exactly happens to all those items. I do like this corner idea. I can't remember if that's what Groova did. I don't remember exactly what Groova did with his build. I think it was I just remember there being a lot of redstone and like kind of a mess of stuff. For max price, you don't need a diamond block, yeah. the the dark oak tree farm was built out of netherite blocks. There's so many comments about that. And also like the quad and 12 stacked iron farms had like the chunk grid made out of netherite blocks. Is like, well, I guess I gotta go build that now. God dang it. Can you get by with one? You might be able to get by with one if you're doing the boat. Might be able to get by with one, actually. I mean, I think that works. We should run that again. Is there bone meal on this? There is. So that should have... Oh, right, that float away, the torch, yeah. Okay. Get you to eat real quick. You should still eat, right? The glass pane doesn't break that? I mean, this glass pane was there before. It's the back one that we installed. Hook it up to the gambling machine. I'm not beyond a good rickroll. You know I never give you up like that or run around on you. Tell and lie and desert you. There we go, finally. And it takes quite a while sometimes. Yeah, it looks like the one amethyst does work. Now, we might be able to get away with like even a lower block. Because he's in a boat, he can't actually go anywhere. So we might be able to get away with something lower because the water flow is pushing him into the corner, which might actually be ideal if he is actually in the water. Like that could actually be ideal. We might not even need any of that. What was shorter than a amethyst block? There was something that was shorter than it that was like not gonna work because of reason. I don't really want to use a slab. I feel like it's gonna be too short, and then we're gonna have to like reconfigure the dispensers again. But there was something that it wasn't an enchanting table, was it? There's stonecutter. We could probably get away with stonecutter actually. Now, the lightning rod was too short. I think the stonecutter might be it. Every time I look for the stonecutter, man, I type stone. It's not the way to go. It should be the first one when you look for stone. I feel like this is at least 2 pixels taller. Why is there water down here? Yeah, that's like 3 or 4 pixels. We need something that's slightly taller than this. Also, this thing is still running. We can't really have that happen. A lot of items. Or not? Oh my god, I broke that. It got broken by the water. That's right. Okay, never. It didn't actually run at all. Didn't run at all. Lightning round's gonna be like basically half a block. Yeah, it's like it's like half a block. We need something that's slightly like not quite. Mud is too tall. It's got to be waterloggable as well, by the way. Waterloggable and like average height. I mean, we could just go back to grindstones, could we? What was the problem with grindstones? I think the problem with grindstones is that the bottom one didn't hit the guy when he was in a boat. We could try a stonecutter. I don't know how much leeway we have on the top of the guy, though. That top dispenser hitting him is going to be important. Oh, yeah, look at that. Man, no lost items. This is great. I'm loving it. Now, we will have to guide these items down a little bit. So I want them to land, like, perfectly in this, like, corner. Is it the bell? It could have been the bell, actually. Bells are kind of annoying, though. You have to get them from, like, they're kind of expensive. Yeah, enchanting table, bell. I feel like it could have been bell. Bell is same height. Yeah, bell is same height. Let's... I don't want to... I feel like the amethyst crystal cluster is better than bell. What am I doing? Grindstone? Yeah, grindstone. You know, there's also brewing stand. Brewing stand is the same height. Oh, that's too tall, actually. No, we need literally 1 pixel down. Enchanting table is a pixel down from that. We need this height or this height? I feel like there was something that we could do. I guess we should just try the stonecutter and just see if that works. Skulk sensor just went off. Ooh, we do have just barely. We might actually be able to get away with the stonecutter. We might even be able to get away with a slab. If we're being real, we could maybe get away with a slab. I don't understand why this is flowing away. What am I doing? Let's pop a hole in the ground anytime you're working with water, because that way it's like goes down. Soul sand is too tall. That's like 1 pixel shorter than a full block. That was an early idea that we did. I need you to eat the grass. And then I need to test if you can get sheared by the top. Let's seal that up. You're not allowed to look at me. There we go. Thank you. I appreciate you. Love you long time. We're gonna go ahead and break that and that. Yeah, okay, so that's the worst. Okay, great. So we just made this significantly cheaper. Because that is a stone cutter. I feel like we can get away with just a slab right there. See, look at that. Water just went straight into there. No more mess. Not even a problem. We need him to eat the thing again. Oh. Interesting. So a stone cutter is actually necessary. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, stonecutter was actually necessary. That way he got caught on this. Peculiar. Okay, well now we have to reset him. Sorry, sheep. He was a good sheep. I like that sheep. Kind of feel bad about that one. But you know what? Every sheep's got their time, I guess. So how do you actually go about building this? Like, what's the strat here? I think you place boat right there, and then I think you place that, and then you get sheep in there somehow. I don't know how you get sheep in there. That's the part I haven't figured out. Okay. I think you can walk sheep. I think you can walk sheep into this. Because it should be technically... Yeah, it should be like that, actually. Right? Isn't that perfect? I don't know if the boat fell down because of what I did. Did I just not place it fast enough? Did I not place it fast enough? Is that what happened? Did it just fall down, then I placed it? Oh, no. Okay, yeah, no. That's clearly a problem. Stonecutter did not have that happen. So I think that's clearly the problem. Yeah, Stonecutter for the win, everybody. Ethical. I never said this was an ethical farm. I'll be putting words in my mouth. Keep that word out of this stream. We don't do ethical farming. What are you on about? Okay. So Stonecutter is the way to go, everybody. And then we can just break this out because you would be able to walk your sheep kind of in there. So I would drop this down. Then we'd walk our sheep in there. And then they just get in there. You just pull them in there for lead or lure one, and then like that's it. Now, question is, can you two sheep? Why one sheep when two sheep? But I think the answer to this is no. Because they only do the one in the back. Yeah, this is actually turning out pretty well. I like this one a lot better than the minecart ones. We're gonna add some more diamond blocks to this. Ethical farming on Minecraft? Get out of here. Not on my YouTube channel. Can't even define the word ethical. Ethical? How do you spell that? Is that like Italian or something? Okay, let's see how that works. Just one last try. And then I'm feeling pretty happy about this. I feel like we've gotten it to the point where I can refine this, tweak it a little bit, make some changes here or there, essentially combine this design with the niceties that we figured out on that one, and then just kind of build it, and then test this design out. Now, I do need to test this in every direction, because with my luck, it's going to be like directional or something stupid. I feel like that wasn't that much wool. Maybe I like, oh, I didn't drop them down. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't drop them down. We'll have to build in a safety for that, I think. Not that it really matters, I guess. Yeah, that wasn't that very many items. What happened there? Did I, like, unload the chunk or something? Did you just get sheared on, like, the first go? What happened? I'm squarely within the chunk. Maybe I didn't let him regrow his wool or something? That could have been it. That would explain it, actually. Yeah, if I didn't let him regrow. I gotta say, Canopy's been very helpful with hitboxes for this. It's been incredibly helpful. Because otherwise we'd be just kind of eyeballing it and guessing. But now we can kind of know, like, for sure. Okay, there we go. And it's all perfectly lined up in the corner. Mwah! Delicious. Love it. So good. Okay, then. Yeah, looking good. Now, I do want to double check those bottom dispensers. Because I am a little bit worried about this. I just looked at the redstone and I was like, actually, those are working, aren't they? It'd be nice if there was a way to make them eat faster, but I just genuinely think it's like actually just RNG. You just gotta hope that you get it right. Okay, good. Okay, good. Yeah, so this is pretty solid. So we're gonna take some of the niceties from this. Mostly the wiring and the hoppers. The hoppers are technically optional, but I think you will want a way to restock these, and it's like, it's mildly affordable. And then the rest of this on the front is garbage. Besides the wiring for this, but I mean, that's just like literally just like, oh my god, wow, incredible. Wow, unheard of. Otherwise, I feel like we've gotten like 80-90% of the farm actually figured out, guys. And now we could try and modify our water streams because we do have these items landing in the very corner right here. You can see that they're technically over the edge. Now the thing about items is that they are stupid. They are directional. So storage would be directional. If we tried to run them down the middle, it would be so annoying. But we could technically double our item collection speed and storage just by running them down the middle of a block. How long has this stream been? 3 hours and 20 minutes. Jeez. Also, CO2 levels in my room are now 2200, so I should probably go open a window and get out of here. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the stream. This tutorial will be out in a couple of weeks once it's fully finished up and ready to go. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you everyone for the follows, for hanging out, and for the resubs, and for Linksy for the raid. We're going to end by raiding someone as we usually sometimes do. But thank you guys for hanging out yet again. Join our Discord server, discord.gg/silentwhisperer. We do some community events in there. We got a bunch of fan servers, bunch of Minecraft servers. Come hang out with us. We have a great community. I think you'll enjoy it. Have a good old time. And let's see if there's anyone that we have to raid tonight. We got ourselves... I think we'll go hang out with... Hello, it's me, Minecraft. We're going to go hang out with Michael, streaming on the Minecraft server. You guys know the deal. Drop a follow on the channel. Tell him where you came from. And here is the link for you guys in the YouTube chat. But yeah, have a good one, guys. I'll catch you later. And then there'll probably be a stream on Thursday. I don't know about Saturday. And I don't really know what you want from me. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Okay, bye.